I'm up to like 500 videos on YouTube already. Probably half of them are just the Twitch streams, but that's where I cut my teeth on YouTube. And a lot of good tutorials out there from a lot of experts in the community that I've had on over the last couple of years. If you are just getting into the game, highly recommend you to go to the tutorial playlist and browse through that for something you might be looking for. The game may have changed slightly over the years, but the basics are still the same in terms of the eras, and a lot of the sliders are still the same. So go check out those tutorials, and thank you guys for your support. Again, so many of you that have supported me over on YouTube and on Twitch, and I even started a TikTok channel because why not? I don't think I'll do a lot of videos on TikTok, but I thought I'd just throw up a couple 1-minuters on there kind of promoting the new things in OOTP, like some of the new card releases. So yeah, Lap's got a little TikTok channel with count them, 2 videos. It's Laptop Hound OOTP. That's my TikTok handle. So again, thank you guys for the support, whether you're a follower, whether you use bits, whether you use Hound Biscuits, whether you use subscription, Prime, Tier 1, or whichever tier you may do. Thank you guys. And again, I want to shout you out in the ticker on Mondays. I like to do that. Shout out those that have supported me and keep me running. Keep the energy flowing, and keep the laughs going, and keep the questions coming, and keep the competition solid, and just a great community family atmosphere here. So thank you guys for all your support. Cubs fan 23 Steve being the longest subscriber on the channel. EVC's up there, Wildcat Bandit's up there, Sean Sull is up there, Andy from Sheffield's up there. There's a lot of you that are, I consider, OGs, and you've got that little 1 badge, which means you are a founder. You are a founder of the Lap channel. So anytime we do some sort of OOTP get together, you guys are going to have front row seats if you're a founder. Get to see all of us up close and personal, all of our defects and flaws that you might not see on camera. See if we're 6'4" or 5'3", 195 or 285. You'll get to see us up close and personal. Held in San Francisco. We're going to hold in Ezra Denny's basement. Tickets on sale soon. Good to see you guys again. What else is going on in chat? OGs and OGs. If you want me to remove that because you don't want to be associated as an OG because it makes you sound old, just get a hold of me and I can wipe out your founder badge. I can put like a little cat emote there instead. Little kitty. So thank you guys for all your support. Thank you again, OOTP. Thank you, Grimace, for bringing the crew in. And throughout today's show, when we have ad breaks, if you're a subscriber, if you're a Twitch turboer, if you for some reason don't get the ads, we're going to show you some old classic 1960s television commercials, because why not? They may be grainy. You might not be able to hear them. They might be in black and white, and they might flicker a lot. But by goodness sakes, this is the 1960s week. You are getting 1960s ads, even if you're a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, well, you get the McDonald's and the Applebee's and the Apple TV and the movie trailers and the car ads and the coffee ads and Burger King and all those other ones that you would normally get. So we'll play those for those that don't have the regular ads, just to reminisce if some of you are on the older side, pushing 40, pushing 50, pushing 60, pushing 70 or higher. So by not subbing, you get more modern ads? Yeah, exactly, Minerva. Yeah, you got to deal with the more annoying modern ones. Those that sub get to reflect back on the good old days when Mom would make your lunch buckets, your tin lunch buckets, put in the Spam sandwich and the Dole cocktail fruit, and you'd walk to school 9 miles. Good old days, playing soccer on the school grounds and not worried about getting injured or knifed. All right, welcome in, guys. Again, good one, iDub. Are Are the modern commercials set in the year 2010? No, no, and unfortunately, they're 2024 if you get the modern ones. And by me saying keywords like McDonald's, Applebee's, uh, Taylor Swift, NFL, you might get commercials associated with those keywords. We'll see. There might be some commercials with people with no shoes on. I don't know. Like I said, they're pretty grainy, but we don't have high def back in the 1960s. Unfortunately, we can't go back and watch the 1960 Cubs in high def because that didn't exist back then. So, Monday morning, you guys, I don't want you to be crabby. I don't want you to be a little bit like you're hungover on Monday. So, let's get a giveaway going. Cheer you up a little bit. Exclamation enter, exclamation ticket gets you a slot in the 5-pack giveaway. Hopefully, my internet will hold up. Last week when D Block was on, it cut out. It's kind of been cutting out in and out throughout the week, guys. So, if I do disappear, just let it be known. I will be back in a few short minutes. I know what the issue is. It's a bad cable, and sometimes the cable cuts in and out. And when it cuts out, my internet goes off. So I need to jiggle. This is the 1960s. Those of you that know the 1960s, you did a lot of jiggling back then, right? You jiggled things if they didn't work, or you gave it a shot like the Fonz. Right? Walk up to the jukebox and just boom, and it would be start playing music. So yes, I might have to jiggle and jangle. Google says the first TV ad ran in 1941 for a Bulova watch ad before the Dodgers Philadelphia Phillies. Well, cool. Thank you, VR Mind. Bulova probably could afford an ad back then. 1941, they had TVs back then? I didn't think the TVs came till like the 50s. I mean, how rich did you have to be to have a TV? That was before World War. Was it a TV commercial or was it at the movie theater? No, movie theater probably had ads before that. Did you have Spotify back in 1960? It was called the good old Johnny Rocket Jukebox. Who made jukeboxes back then? Was it RCA? Was it... what was the big jukebox manufacturer? Because that would be a nice piece to have. Max LP, if he's in the house, he would appreciate a nice 1960s jukebox with the sounds, the 45s, the buttons that you had to push really hard to get it to play. Man, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a pinball machine from like the 70s, or would you rather have a jukebox? I don't know. That's a tough call. Tough call. Why not both? Wurlitzer? Was it a Wurlitzer that made the jukebox? I don't know what they were. I've never owned a jukebox, and now you just have you have your phone, and that phone is a jukebox. You can put shuffle, you can put randomize, you can have it fade in and out. You could be your own DJ. But let's seriously, if you're over 40, you remember jukeboxes, and the phone just doesn't do justice to it. It's not the same. Putting your phone outside on the deck and just having music going. Like, come on, you need the boombox, you need the jukebox, you need the transistor. Lead paint. Yeah, maybe I don't want a 60s jukebox. I don't know. Yes, I'm sure the old Hot Wheels back in the day were made of lead, right? Painted with lead paint, and kids would like suck on them and chew them and play with them in the sandbox and get them all dirty and then stick them in their mouth. Nothing like a good combination of lead and dirty sand, where the cat probably had to go. Some of us over 40 also have Bluetooth speakers. Okay, let's say over 50. I've had Bluetooth speakers, yeah. I think 50 is still a good number to be that you can still adjust. 60 you can adjust, and many people can adjust in their 70s. There's the myth that old people don't like change and old people want the good old days. But really, you go to any decade and there were bad times. You can't tell me the 1920s and 30s were the good old days. 1940s, the good old days. The 60s and 70s, the good old days. There was still chaos. There was still things going on in the world in all those decades. Over 50, you can have one, but you need to kid the parent. Yeah, exactly. Johnny, hey, what button do I push? I want to listen to my music on that new tooth bluey thing. That tooth blue. And then we'll hook it up to the Blu-rays. Do those have things like, do I have to hook up the Bluetooth to the Blu-ray? I want to watch Blue Lagoon. It's got that real cutie on there, Brooke Shields. I'm gonna get my blue Labats and sit on my comfy couch. Does the TV hook up to the jukebox? Can I have music coming through the jukebox? Johnny, pair me up. Yeah. Oh, and my VCR still showing 12. Can you fix that too? I don't know. It's not 12 all the time. And I don't know why I got an accent either. Must be my American audience. I don't know what state I'm from. Hey, go back to Canadian. All right, we got 71 entries. We'll do the giveaway draw a little bit later. We got our first ad break coming up in about 10 minutes. Again, thank you guys for being here on this Monday morning. Yes. Alexa, Brent, you listen to Alexa? Let's see if I can trigger her. Alexa, play Johnny Cash. No? What's the other one? Siri, play Britney Spears. No? Google, play Madonna, Like a Virgin. How did that do? No? Didn't set things off? RCMP, you have your headphones on. Siri's answer, why? Good, yeah, she's smart, yeah. Siri knows what's going on. Why play Britney Spears? All right, let's get on to some more slides here, and then we'll do our 5-pack draw. What else is going on here? Oh, yeah. Did you guys know? It's OOTP25 60s week. You know, I don't have any 60s clothes. I sent mine to Goodwill that I'm wearing in the photo here. Yeah. When EVC and Gorgo and I get together, we like to go all 60s and early 70s. Baby. Summer of 69. You understand that more if you're a little bit Canadian. But if you're not Canadian, let's see what we got here. You're not Canadian. You might know Bryan Adams, right? Bryan Adams. I know Spore said he would play that just to troll you guys, but I can't. I can't play the music. I can't play the music because there'd be some sort of copyright infringement. So we'll watch later. Maybe I can turn the sound off. That work? There we go. I got my first real 6-string, guys. Oh yeah. I bought it at the 5 and dime. Oh, I played it till my fingers bled. That was the summer of 69. Me and some guys from school. Oh, we had a band and we tried real hard, but Jimmy quit and, you know, Jody got married and I should have known we'd never get far. Oh, when I look back now, man, those summers seem to last forever. You get the point. Bryan Adams, good old Canadian. Ain't no use in complaining when you got a job to do. Unless you're, you know, younger kids like to complain. Did we complain when we were young? If you're over 40, over 50, did we ever complain when we were young? Or is it just perspective? Nothing like that stuff to listen to today, Brent. Ask Siri. Siri, play me a song similar to Bryan Adams. Maybe she'll come up with something. So yes, we do have the summer of 69 vibes going on right here. And because we're doing 60s week and we got some 60s cards coming out throughout the week, how about we reflect back a little bit before the first set of ads kick in? How about we reflect back? Okay, you older, more experienced veteran people out there, top shows from the 68 69 season, because we're focused on 69. Any guesses what the top 10 shows were? Any of the top 10? I thought Star Trek would be on there, but maybe Star Trek was a little bit before 68, 69. But no, it was not in the top 10. Cubs fan Steve, you've always been crotchety. Okay, good to know. Crotchety comes with personality, not with age necessarily. All right, we got Green Acres, we got Laugh-In, we got Dragnet. Smiley Face says Carol Burnett. Hogan's Heroes, I Spy. Man, you guys know your 60s TV. Petticoat Junction, Mission Impossible. All right, here we go. Here's the top 10 according to the Nielsen's ratings. I don't know if they still use the Nielsen's ratings. Up here, Nielsen's is like a food company. Nielsen's ratings, top 10. At number 10, let me tell you a story about a man named Jed. Yes. How many of you have never seen the Hillbillies? I want you to show your age. Is there anyone out there that's never seen the Hillbillies? Next, we got number 9. Here's Lucy. Lucille Ball with the, what was it, the pizza making scene, or she was working in some sort of gadget factory and it was going too fast for her. Here's Lucy and Desi. That was the number 9 show back in 68, 69. Now, overall, these shows were probably more popular, but that specific year, this is the top 10. Coming in at number 8. Oh, man. You know, I'm young enough to, and old enough. I'm young enough and old enough. Who did not love Dean Martin? Wasn't Dean Martin such a great personality? I don't know what his off-screen, life was like, and maybe he was the, meanest guy in real life. But the Dean Martin variety show and Dean Martin himself, man, he would be one guy I could laugh to. He just could naturally carry off the comedy. It wasn't forced with Dean Martin. Man, he was an all-time great, if you remember Dean. Blutster says, yeah, he was a great guy. So Dean Martin show comes in at number 8. Coming in at number 7, I have never heard of this show before. This looks like the lunch bucket. This looks like a metal lunch box, maybe. Does anyone know what the show's about? Like Brent or Cubs fan Steve or any of our veteran people out there? Julia. For its day back in the late 60s, it looks like it's got some interracial aspects to it, which, for that time period, being a top show, African-American show. Yeah, that came in at number 7 on the top 10 that year. Coming in at number 6. Oh, yeah. Here is an oldie but a goodie. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen an entire episode of Gunsmoke. I used to watch the other one, which is coming up later. But who is the main actor? Who is this guy in the middle with the cowboy hat? What's his name? Is that Matt Dillon? No, it's not Matt Dillon. Who is that? Who is the Gunsmoke? Arnez or something? Arnez. Okay, James Arness. Arness. Yes, thanks, Cubs fan Steve. Yes. I don't know if it's this one or the similar one we're going to get to that's the longest running. At one time, it had the streak of the most seasons going, like at 15 or 16 seasons. Coming in at number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Coming in at number 5. Again, another show I'm not familiar with. Family Affair. Was this a variety show? Was it a dance show? It looks kind of like Dancy with the logo here. I have no clue. No clue what Family Affair was. Was it like a Dean Martin show? Was it like an American Bandstand? Single dad with twins. Oh, it was kind of like Full House. Was this like the early Full House days? Maybe. I don't know. Interesting. All right, we're coming up to our big ad break here. When we come back, we will have the top 4 shows of 1968 and 69. I think you guys have mentioned 3 of them. The 4th one, you'll find out what that is when we come back. All right, ads are going to kick in. And again, for those of you that do not get the ads, you're still getting them. Oh, yeah, you're still going to get the ads. Welcome to some commercials, grainy as they might be, from the 1960s. Be back in 2 minutes. Time.
This diner is pulling a switch on the regulars by serving new instant Maxwell House. What's it taste like? Fresh perk coffee, that's what it tastes like. New Instant Max. Now a better blend of coffee beans, freshly perked for more fresh perk taste. We call it the Perky Instant.
With the success of the recent Apollo space flights, man has been brought another step closer to the moon. Aboard these manned Apollo flights, 3 astronauts, and with them, Tang. Tang, the energy breakfast drink with rich natural flavor and more vitamin C than orange juice. Still, Tang's biggest role isn't in NASA's space program. It's right here on Earth.
Somewhere back at the dawn of history, man discovered roast duck. Man's next discovery, the stuffy stomach. Centuries will pass before he discovers something to unstuff it. When he does, he will call it Alka-Seltzer. Its bubbly alkalizers will neutralize his stuffy stomach. Too late for him, but not too late for us.
Maxim freeze-dried coffee brings you 6 exciting summertime uses for your percolator. We do this now because it's time to enjoy a tall, frosty glass of iced Maxim and use your percolator for other things. For a refreshing summer change, try iced Maxim. You may never perk again.
All right, we are back after the regular and 60s ad breaks. I saw some of you in chat saying, hey, I remember some of those. Brent remembers the Maxwell House ad. Did you guys know that Brent was an actor back in the day? Did you catch the ad with Brent in it? The Alka-Seltzer one? That was a young Brent. Yeah, he said, Lap, do you want to show out back in the 60s? I was in some advertisements. I played a caveman in one of them. It's okay if you show it. So Brent, you were looking pretty good back then. Welcome everyone to the channel. 1960s. And we left off talking about some 1960s TV shows. Tiger Cub TB8488. Thank you for re-upping the subs. 3 months for TB and Tiger. Congratulations. It's a bouncing baby 60s Mayberry. Yes, Mayberry. Again, I is this the one with Andy Griffith? Was this like a spin-off? Was this the original? Because I remember the Andy Griffith show, but I don't remember one called Mayberry. And what does RFD stand for? Red Fire Department. Red's Fire Department. Sounds like something from the 60s. So it's a spin-off. Sean says it's a spin-off. Was it still? Oh, no, Andy and Ken Berry. Oh, so it didn't have Andy Griffith in it. Rural. Oh, Rural Fire Department. Oh, Rural Delivery. What is he, a paper boy? Was this a TV show about like a kid? Again, it's funny. Like these are popular shows back in the late '60s, and there's a few. I haven't heard of Mayberry, like the show. I haven't heard of Family Affair. I haven't heard of Julia. You guys were guessing. Jez says Gilligan's, Bewitched, Dick Van Dyke, I Dream of Jeannie went from black and white to color in the late '60s. Yep. All right, coming in at number 3 in the late '60s was, yeah, you knew it was coming. That's the one I remember with, what was his name? Haas, Lauren Green. I think Lauren Green was Canadian. They had the more well-known actors in terms of who I remember anyway. And I can't remember which show went longer. Do you guys know what ran longer? Was it the Gunsmoke series or the Bonanza series? I'm thinking it was probably Gunsmoke. But yeah, they definitely had some personalities on there in Bonanza. I don't know if I've ever seen a full show, but I remember seeing clips of the Bonanza show. Gunsmoke ran longer? Okay, so Gunsmoke ran longer. Another single dad show with Mayberry, huh? Okay, well, that's curious times. I remember there were a lot of single dad shows in the 80s, right? A lot of them. And a lot of family shows in the 80s too. But I didn't know they went back with those kind of things back to the 60s. All right, your number 2 show in 1968-69 was Gomer Pyle. Did anyone guess Gomer Pyle? I don't know. I'd have to scroll back up. I don't remember seeing Gomer Pyle anywhere. See, Bonanza, Matt Dillon, Diane Carroll, Jerry Lewis, Gunsmoke, Petticoat Junction, Hogan Heroes. Was Hogan Heroes and Gomer Pyle spinoffs? Were they related with each other? Well, Twitch doesn't want you to put the word hillbilly, so I had to automatically do that. Another early spinoff. No, not related. Okay. So Gomer Pyle. I do remember Jim. Yeah, Jim. He was a pretty. He kind of was he like. Because I haven't seen a lot of him. But would you relate him? Was he kind of like a Jim Carrey in terms of physical comedy? Or was he just with the voice? Like where was the comedy aspect of Neighbors? To me, it seems like he would be more like a Jim Carrey. Oh, Gomer Pyle was on the Andy Griffith Show. So he was like a supporting actor on Andy Griffith. Okay. Kind of like Enos was a supporting actor, and then he had his own show. He played a doofus. He played dumb. Was his stick? Okay. Kind of like Ralph Furley. Kind of reminds me of an older Don Knotts. Kind of reminds me of Gomer Pyle, like the same kind of shtick that they would have. And naive, very naive. Okay. And the number 1 show. So this had a Nielsen's rating of 27.2. The ones I showed you before were anywhere from like 19 up to 27. And the number 1 show from 1968-69 was, someone mentioned it earlier, the variety show Laugh-In. Now, I don't remember Laugh-In. I remember Hee Haw. Maybe Hee Haw came later. And so because I'm not as old to remember Laugh-In, I remember Hee Haw. But yeah, just talk about campy humor, the very toned down Saturday Night Live kind of humor. 31.8 rating. Yeah, Don Knotts was a legend. Don Knotts was the guy. So who are the 2 guys in the front here in suits of Laugh-In? Dick, I think, was something like Dick something, right? He looks like a game show host on the right here. He looks like Perry from Canada. Dick Martin, Dick Martin, I think, right? Oh, Rowan and Martin. Okay, Dan Rowan and Dick Martin. Thank you, guys. Okay, yeah, so, okay, I did remember one of them. Now, who was the one with the mustache? Was that Martin or was that Rowan? Who's the guy on the left? Let's see how many of these I can remember. Okay. You guys will have much better memories than me. But we have Goldie. Goldie's up here, married to Kurt Russell. She's up under the trellis, the ladder, whatever it is. Artie, is this Artie Johnson? Artie Johnson, I think. I remember this girl here on the far right. Joanne something, right? Joanne something. I don't know. I don't know who these guys on the left. This guy with the orangish beige suit seems familiar. He seemed to play like a very deadpan kind of character. Wasn't very animated. Joanne Worley. Yes, Joanne Worley. Lily Tomlin. Where's Lily Tomlin here? Maybe she wasn't here for the photo. Oh, there is that Lily Tomlin beside the guy in the orange jacket. Henry Gibson is the guy in the orange jacket. I thought it was a more common name. Ruth Buzzy. Ruth, that's Ruth. Yes, I remember her. And then these two on the far left with the red hair. I don't remember them at all. Judy Kern. Already played the German soldier. Right. Would be canceled today. Absolutely. Yeah. Mind you, a lot of the shows in the last 20 years wouldn't be on today if they were on now because of the humor that was more acceptable back then. So there you guys go. There are your top 10 shows from 1968 and 69, getting you kind of into the flavor. And since we've been talking about music, let's quickly go through the top 10 singles. This week, 1969. What's that? 55 years ago today. This is what you would be rocking on the Wurlitzer. No Bluetooth. Coming in at number 10, Laughing by the Guess Who. I'm not familiar with the name of the song. I probably would have to hear it in order to go, oh, that one. I mean, these are top 10. You would think most people would know them. Music, yes, music lessons. You probably know all these songs. Probably play them on your guitar. Next up, oh yeah, the Guess Who were Canadian. That's right. Was it Burton Cummings? Was Burton Cummings the lead singer of the Guess Who? And you guys are taking me back to the day. Coming in at number 9, the Youngbloods. Again, maybe a one-hit wonder band. I don't remember much from them. And I don't know the rhythm of the song Get Together. Was it like, get together right now? Was that them? Or am I completely thinking of a different song altogether? That's not them? Okay. D-Block, RCMP is not on the list. That comes just a little bit later. That was the Beatles. Yes, I know it was the Beatles. Coming in at number 8. This sounds like one you could dance to. Polk Salad Annie by Tony Joe White. I don't think I've ever heard it. Again, maybe if it's played for me, I will. You guys are going, Siri, play Polk Salad Annie. And she'll say, why? Alexis, play Polk Salad Annie. I want this resonating everywhere on your speakers. The forerunner of Weird Al. Maybe this is like a Weird Al of the day. Does it have a pickle in it? Well, not a German pickle. That would be number 1, D-Block. That would have risen up to number 1 on the charts. Coming in at number 7, Creedence Clearwater Revival, little CCR, Fogerty, Green River. You renamed the listen word for your echo. Oh, man. Castanar's Device. Please play Green River. No, that doesn't work either. All right. Next up at number 6. Put a Little Love in Your Heart. That one I remember. Put a little love in your heart. Jackie DeShannon. I don't know the singer, but I do know the song. Put a little love in your heart. Coming in at number 6. No one's mentioned number 1 so far. I was really, 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 really young. Number 5. Oh, this was, when I was a kid, I just thought this was the coolest song because it was so different than other songs. And, you know, to be honest, if you would have asked me when this song came out, I would have thought it was like in the 40s or 50s. I did not realize this was a 1969 song. You guys remember Zager and Evans in the year 2525? I liked that song. I think because it reminded me of science fiction. It's Spore's grad year. I hope Spore is not listening. Spore, ignore the chat. I did not make up half the songs. This is the US top 40, okay? I Googled it. But this reminded me a lot of science fiction because it's like, oh, in the year 2525, these are some of the things we're going to see. Get Alexis or Google or Siri or your partner to play this for you. If you've never heard this song, give it a shot. Hippie theme song, yeah. Now that I think of it, yeah, it's pretty hippie theme song. Now this one, I'm sure it went to number 1 at some point, but on August 23rd, 1969, it was number 4. Neil Diamond. You still hear this a lot today at sporting events, especially in Carolina. Sweet Caroline. What a great song. Neil Diamond, what a classic singer. A lot of top 10 hits in his day. Yes, this to me was a number 1 song at some point. It says the US, not us. I don't think it's the magazine. It might have been like Billboard. I don't know. I can't remember the site I got it from. Great talent, Cubs fan Steve. I agree. Coming in at number 3, Tommy James and the Shondells. Crystal Blue Persuasion. Again, I don't know the song by the name. I'm sure I know it by the beat, by the lyrics. Does anyone in chat know this one just by the name? They did Moni Moni. Oh, before Billy Idol did it, they did it. Tommy James and the Shondells. That was a great song too. You know, a lot of times the remixes are never as good as the original, but Billy Idol, I mean, who didn't dance to that in the 80s? Joan Jett did it better. Yes, Billy Idol, man, when you think of music in the 80s, he's one of the top guys that you think of. Coming in at number 2, Johnny. Oh, now here's a guy, as Spore would say. Now here's a guy that if you're not a Johnny Cash fan, what are you doing? What are you doing? No matter where you live in this world, there's gotta be a song that you love about Johnny Cash. A unique voice and his guitar, you know, Folsom Prison Blues. Did a lot of gospel too, did a lot of gospel singing. But Johnny Cash coming in at number 2. And I love that song. That's one of my top 3 Johnny Cash songs. I like songs that kind of have some humor in it or are, you know, kind of spoken. They're not really sung. And a lot of times Johnny Cash didn't really sing. He spoke the words with a little bit of cadence to it. Oh man, what a funny song. And coming in at number 1, you knew they had to be up here. Didn't see a Beatles in the top 10, but Honky Tonk Woman. One's going out to 39 Cobra, who is a huge Rolling Stones fan in the community. And this comes in at number 1. I don't like the rap, but I like the Johnny Cash rap. And for those of you that have never listened to A Boy Named Sue, do me a favor. Like, again, he just kind of spoke it. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3. Didn't leave much for mom and me, except his old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing that my daddy ever did was before he left, he went and named me. And there you see it there. Oh, we need more Johnnies in this world. Well, we got Johnny P. He's coming up later in the show. But yeah. Coming straight out of Alberta, a crazy mother named Laptop. Yeah. Craziest thing he did was name me Laptop. Well, there you guys go. A little bit of flavor early on Monday. You're going to hear a lot about 60s week throughout the week. I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of take you back in time a little bit with the TV shows and the music and reflect a little bit on what the 60s were like in terms of TV shows. And again, welcome to OOTP25 60s week in the summer of 69. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the show. Color TV, I don't know. I was a young kid and we still had black and white. Color TV still existed, but we couldn't afford it. Color TVs were a lot more expensive than the old black and white. All right, let's see if we have a bronze bounty. I don't think anyone used Helm Biscuits to pick a level. No, so we're going to do bronze. And it is, we're going to jump into the one that is there already because there's 2 out of 16. So let's fire that one off. If you want to get in to the quick, eliminate me and win some prizes, win 5 packs, knock me out of the tournament. Bronze quick, do or die, 813. There were 2 people in there before, but keep it running rather than having to wait. Put in my lineup, bronze quick. There you go, bronze quick. So if you have an empty slot, it is do or die, 813. I'm only going to award to the packs to the person if they knock me out of the tournament and if they're in chat. So if you're not in chat, you don't win. You don't win the prizes. We'll show you an update on who is leading the race to 10. Yes, this is the race to 10. So again, it's ID 813. Can you guys believe it's been 2 weeks since these tournaments have come out? 2 weeks, and there's been 813 that have fired off in 14 days. That's amazing. So yeah, knock me out, win 5 packs. First team to win 10 matches, 10 finals are going to win 10 bonus packs. And if you have a Kitty Bransfield on your team and you knock me out or you win the tournament, you get an extra 5 packs. So your chance to win up to 10 packs or knocking me out. It is ID, probably full by now, but in case it's not, ID bronze 813. Yeah, that's actually an old photo. That was a photo from last year, Smiley Face, when I used to do thumbnails for each show, but then they were just too time consuming. So I kind of let Fussmucker do a lot of the Photoshop now. But yeah, that was one I did during kind of a 60s week last week. And there was Gorgo 2005, who was a streamer that retired a year ago. And then, of course, EVC was part of that photo too. Okay, are we full? Are we full? We got 13 out of 16. 13 out of 16, 3 slots available. Bronze, do or die, 5 packs if you're in chat and you eliminate me. Okay. And again, if you have a certain cat on your team, an extra 5 packs for you. You knock me out and Kitty is there. If you win the tournament and Kitty is there, a bonus 5 pack. So is the risk worth it? Do I take out my Jeff Bagwell and put in Kitty for a chance at 5 extra packs? High risk, high reward. All right, let's do our early bird draw. We've got 74 entries, closing off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are closed with good old 77 entries. Synchronicity. Take a drink. All right, here we go. We're going to draw our 5-pack winner. You have to be in chat. If you're not here, we'll draw a 5-pack winner later on in the show to make up for it. Winner of 5 packs. Congratulations. Siri, play Boy Named Sue for Castanar. Castanar is the winner. Castanar. It is not rigged. Castanar wins. Castanar, I'm pretty sure I know your name for Perfect Team, but please just send me a whisper because by the time the show ends, I forget who won everything. So if I see a whisper, I'll remember and let me know which Perfect Team you want that to go to. And if it goes to your packs only team, even better. Okay. More contests coming up a little later, guys, including our packs only pack opening where you predict what kind of cards I'm going to get. Let's mark that one as complete. All right, we're going to get on to the bronze bounty and take a look at the teams involved. But we've got another break coming up. And you know what that means? We got more commercials from the 60s. All right, be back in 2 minutes. Time.
It's hard to fall asleep when some of the things you've eaten insist on staying up past your bedtime. If there are little things still kicking around, your stomach is going to keep you awake. Unless you take Alka-Seltzer. Those soothing alkalizers in Alka-Seltzer can quiet an upset stomach, and Alka-Seltzer's bubbles help bubble your stomach's troubles away. Ouch! Alka-Seltzer before bedtime. If your stomach doesn't get a good night's rest, neither will you.
More coffee, Tom?
No, thanks, dear.
Try one of these Gino's pizza rolls, Brad. They're great.
Okay. It's a nice party, Mrs. Clark.
I see your husband didn't like your coffee. I beg your pardon. I'm Mrs. Johnson. You should try my coffee. Look, I don't know who you are or how you got into my house, but you take your coffee and leave, okay?
What's that?
Beats me. Do you like the pizza rolls?
Wow, they taste like cheeseburgers.
And these taste like chili burgers, and then over here I have ham and cheese.
You seem to have everything, Mrs. Clark. Ever think you had bad breath, too?
No, but you do. Nice thing about these pizza rolls, you just take them out of the freezer and pop them into the oven.
Please, Clark, start wearing cleaner blouses.
I'll give you 30 seconds to take your blouse and get out of my house. Another Gino's pizza roll.
This is a wild party.
In this neighborhood, we get all the nuts.
The 24-hour bug. When he hits your stomach, he makes you miserable. Nothing can make him go away, but something can make him easier to live with. Pepto-Bismol liquid. Pepto-Bismol's coating action soothes the nausea and relieves the upset that makes you feel so awful. Take Pepto-Bismol liquid until the bug stops bugging you.
All right. Yeah, the commercials from the late 1960s. It seemed like people didn't eat too well back then, apparently, based on the commercials we've seen so far. Come on, people, start eating better. Man, All right, more to come next break. And also in celebration of Grimace, we're going to have some old 60s McDonald's commercial. That's right. We're going to celebrate McDonald's and Grimace, the meme of OOTP lately. Okay, let's go check in on the bounty draft. We're going to talk packs only. We're going to have a contest. We're going to have took a look at the PTMS and PTCS standings and all those kind of things. For those of you that missed the Sporer show today, he did release the cards and the format for the PTMS. Only 128 people are going to be able to participate in each of the different levels. And I think it's this one right here. TV dinners. I grew up on them, TX Jakes. I don't know how old you are, but Swanson's, at least 2 or 3 a week. My came from a single mother, and my mother had to work a lot, so we would get the Swanson's TV dinners, and I would cry if it was not my favorite. True story. I would cry. And yeah, we had the Spam, and we had the wieners and beans. Mom would cut up wieners, put in some brown beans. We had the Kraft macaroni. We had the cheese whiz. You know, we had all the cheap staples from the grocery store. I didn't have the filet mignon and you know, the steak and the prime rib and the lobster. No. No, as kids, we had peanut butter and jelly and good times. Good times. Oh, all right. More talk later. Let's look at this standings here. Oh yeah, bologna, Cubs fan Steve. And sometimes if Mom had time, she'd fry it up. Fried bologna sandwiches. And I like Wonder Bread, but Wonder Bread was more expensive, so we never got Wonder Bread. We got the cheap bread. Never got whole grain or anything like that. There's just the cheapest white bread out there. But not Wonder Bread. Oh, no. And hot dogs. Oh, we had the links where you had to unwrap each one because they were the cheapest. So you'd buy a few like sausage links, hot dogs, and you'd take off the plastic and put them in boiling water. And then we'd have the smallest hot dog buns you could think of to fit the hot dog on a small bun. But when you coat it with mustard, oof, no ketchup or relish for me. Just coat that hot dog with mustard. Toast and hot chocolate. I don't know if we even had a toaster. I don't know. Might have put the bread in the oven and melted cheese on it, or cheese whiz. All right, here are the matchups in the Bronze Bounty. We have Boshi's boys going up against the one, the only, the pure Road Soda. Looking for a great Kim Mitchell song to go with your theme of Road Soda? Might as well go for a soda at Road Soda, combinator free. We have the Sloths going up against Smiling Face Jane and the Fargo Fielders. Starting to see a lot of them in these quick tournaments. The Mill Basin Yankees from Rich Rock. Haven't seen the Mill Basin Yankees around much lately, but good to see them here. Going up against Taylor Street Kumpari. Blutster. We got the Villa. Waynham is in the house. Going up against the Snowco Flow. Snowco Flow. I don't know what that logo is there. It looks like an insect. I could completely be wrong. On the right side of the bracket, the Forest Hill Hilltoppers, H. Walensky, going up against the Amarillo Armadillos, Kirkby 14. We've got the OK Whirlwinds. They will be facing off against, I did not have my exciting music here. Those Whirlwinds, Tiger GDK, who won a bounty tournament last week. They will be going up against a fierce competitor, someone that's done well in the 5L, the 6L, the Bagels and Schmear, and knows his 60s TV, Sean Saul 10. We got the Port City Pirates father and son combo re-up the sub earlier on the channel. They've got Rob Deere, Adam Dunn, Joe Maurer, Connie Day. They're going to be taking on former Diamond Stud champion who wears diamond studded chaps. He rides his horse, A-Dub. And in the final matchup of the bracket, we have the West Virginia coal miners. Got in at the last moment, flying WV, Smith, Raridan, Dunn, and Gardner. They will be going up against the one, the only, the first round loser, Rocky Mountain Gladiators. Gladiators, all the best on the battlefield. We duke it out until only one remain. Do or die. Will it be you? Or you? Or you? Or me? Find out soon. All right. Good luck to everyone in here. I hope most of you are in chat. I think most of the right side of the bracket is here. So we're in good shape on the right side of the bracket. Except I'm not sure if H. Walensky is here. Hilltoppers, are you here? You're the only one I haven't seen in chat today, but I think I've seen everyone else, which is awesome. Good to see. Okay, so again, we'll see who is able to knock me out. Let me bring my slides back up. Let's go through some OOTP news and notes. I believe there are still some Hannes Wagners in packs. I'm hoping to pull one today. If you guys want to enter the Matrix, not the Matrix, that's the wrong one, sorry. Just wait. I'll release the form later. The Matrix is tomorrow. Don't enter anything yet. Monday fog. The Monday fog is rolling through Alberta. I will release the PAX opening contest after our next break coming up in about 10 minutes. But in the meantime, we got to go check out 5L, the 5L and 6L update. And starting to see a lot of new managers play 5L, 6L, a lot of great former competitive managers as well. So here is the 5L. This does include yesterday's. What's today, the 19th? Yeah, it does include yesterday's. Washington Park Rangers. Congratulations, Sean, winning the 5L yesterday in 1939. Idaho Vandals coming second. Venerio Peggy-O's third, and the real Teddy O, if he's lingering in chat there, finished off with his Better Off Ted. I think that's his team, coming in fourth. Recent winners, Frankfurt Hot Dogs. I think that might be a real Teddy O team too. The Parsons, the Blind Squirrels, the Waves. There's the Parsons again. There's Spore, Team Ramrod, all recent winners of the 5L. Hard to believe we've been playing 1939 for a couple weeks now, ever since August the 6th. And we've got about 13 more days to go, 13 more tournaments before we declare our winner. And who is at the top of the leaderboard in the 5L? It is the Black Knights. Ollie still hanging on after winning 3 tournaments in the first week of August. Still in first place. Tied, though, with the Parsons. That Parsons I'm seeing a lot. If you guys play these tournaments, you're probably coming across them because they have 2 wins in the last week. And then they had a win earlier in the month as well. So both Ollie North and the Imperial Parsons with 3 victories in August. Richmond Assassin Squirrels 1 point behind. And then we have the Dashens and the Rangers with 8 points. A-Dub, the Hot Dogs, the Bone Bruisers, Road Soda, and Stargell Star round out our top 10. You want to know who MVPs are of the World Series? We don't have any duplicate MVPs yet. Most of these are bronze and silver. We have no iron MVPs of the World Series in 1939. Of course, we see some common players that we're all looking for in the draft. Connie Day, Bob Fothergill, Charlie Wilson, Marquise Grissom, Dale Murphy, Diamond Pipkins. Rarely do you see a pitcher as an MVP, but these are best of 9, so it may be where you get a pitcher that has 2 great games or is a reliever that gets into a lot of games. So yes, these are best of 9 finals in 1939. And in terms of the bounty tickets, we got Spore on there, we got D-Block on there, 68 Pirates, we got Flying Squirrel, PB Law, Clay Dog is there, all with a chance at 5 packs in a random draw at the end of the month. The 6L. This does not include last night's 6L, but again, we've got people tend to go on streaks in these tournaments, and I don't know if Indie Arrows are in chat, but the Indie Arrows back-to-back championships, and that's tough to do, believe me. It is tough to do to win 2 tournaments in a row. This is the 6L, held at 9:21 p.m. Eastern, is when the new one fires off. It's set in 1993, and it's in one of the rotating Canadian stadiums. So either at Jarry Park, Olympic Stadium, Sky Dome, or Rogers Centre. So congratulations to the Indie Arrows. OK Whirlwinds with a win this last week. Indie Paladins. Lexington went on a little bit of a roll. Some new managers, Chesapeake Bay I haven't seen, Irontron Eclipse, the DS Niners, Hardwick Tigers. So good to see some new managers trying it out. At the top of the 6L leaderboard before last night was Makatkar and the Passamaquoddy. 1 point lead over the Legends, 2 point lead over the Arrows. We are Marshall at 8 points. And then the Whirlwinds, the Paladins, the Splits, the Shy or Shay, somewhere south, all cap letters. And there is Smiling Face Jane and her Fargo Fielders with a win. When did that come? Came on August the 5th. MVPs, we do have a couple Iron MVPs. Remember, this is a best of 5 with the best of 7 final. And usually you're looking for your Power I guys. Johnny Rawlings, Sam Jethro is Iron MVPs. Other than that, a lot of bronze with a few silver sprinkled in. Starling Castro, a couple times. Singer, Sandy Alomar Jr., Miggy, Eric Young, and our bounty winners, everyone from J.J. Hells to Big Unit Babs, to J.J. Hells again, to PB Law, to PB Law again, to Dirty. Did me wrong, Dirty. Badger, Chazzy, Wildcat Bandit. So again, they have their entry for the 5-pack draw at the end of the month. And just like the 5L, after August 31st, we will know our winners. If there's a tie for first place, they will split the packs. And finally, the third spreadsheet in the race to 10. We're tracking all the winners of the bounty tournaments we do. Currently doing one now. We'll do another one tomorrow, so have a quick slot open. On a Thursday, Tiger GDK not only won the tournament, but knocked me out of the tournament. So got 10 packs or 5 packs for the bounty and gets a win on the race to 10. So he got 8 packs, 3 from in-game and 5 from taking the bounty. No one has 2 victories yet in the race to 10. Again, 10 wins, not 10 bounty wins. You have to have 10 tournament wins to get those extra packs. Bounty are already rewarded by getting 5 packs. And no one's had a kitty on a winning team so far. So there you go. There is your update. 5L, 6L, and race to 10. Keeping me busy as I check in on all those tournaments every day or two. All right, where is it? The sim is in. I tend to like my roster a lot. JK, J Kirk. And sometimes I think this is a winning roster. It's got to be my sliders. I got to go back to more neutral sliders. I'm trying sliders that aren't so neutral, that are extreme one way or the other. I think I just got to go back to, because I'm guessing a lot of people, I'm guessing of the 64 teams, maybe half of them or more do not adjust sliders. They just leave it at neutral. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. Maybe I just need to change one or two, like the base running ones. But looks like I have advanced. So West Virginia going down by a score of 6-2 to the Hound Dog here. Let's check out the box score. Only 11 hits in the game. So flying. Good game there. Charlie Wilson takes the win. He is my leadoff pitcher. Paul Splittorff takes the loss, gives up 6 earned runs in a 4 1/3 inning. Home runs for Adam Dunn for West Virginia in the 6th inning. And for Lap, Jake Stahl. I'm still using Jake Stahl at DH. A hit, 3 RBIs, and a run to lead the way. A 6-run 5th inning. That would do it. All runs were scored in the 5th and 6th inning for both teams. So flying, valiant effort. One has been defeated on the battlefield, and that means I take on those Port City Pirates. Okay, let's check the opposition here. Boshi and the Sloths advance. The Kumparis and Snowco advance. And then the Armadillos and OK. So OK looking for back-to-back victories here. And then the Port City Pirates and the Gladiators. I'm curious, Tiger. Tiger, if you're still around in the chat. You won this on Thursday. You've made it to the second round. Without giving specifics, but when you enter quicks, do you adjust your sliders? And if you do, are they fairly extreme or just a few little tweaks that you do? Because you have success in a lot of these tournaments here. You've won some 5Ls, some 6Ls, some bounties. You know, just in general, are you a slider tweaker? Not twerker. No, we don't want to know if you're a slider twerker. Are you a tweaker? iDub, yeah, iDub. I have a Caldwell. By the way, iDub, I have a fully combinated Caldwell, thanks to you. I never would have got him if you didn't make the suggestion. So when iDub speaks, a lot of times you have to listen. I don't have him on this team. If this was a no DH quick, I would probably put him in because he serves 2 purposes then. But I've got Connie Day. And Connie Day had 3 RBIs in that game. This is fully combinated Day. A lot of the combinated bronze teams now have a Connie Day. A lot of them have come out recently. Caldwell, better bat than Stahl, you think so? I might have him, do I have him backing up? No, I don't. I should probably do that. The thing with Caldwell is I keep forgetting when I enter him in tournaments, you have to physically go in and put him as a 2-way. For those of you that don't know, this Caldwell, there's one on the Combinator card shops for $75K. It might be a little bit too much, but maybe not. Maybe not. If you're going all in on Combinators and bronze, this is one of the best pitchers in bronze without combination. And now with combination, these stats get even better. Look at those batting stats. Like this is, I think a lot of people, this is kind of like the Curry Foley, where maybe a lot of people do not realize the bat that this card has. Like Curry Foley is not really a pitcher. It's more of a bat, but this guy can do both. And iDub pointed him out to me just after he came out and said, how come you're not using him? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess maybe I should. So like a Nathan Eovaldi without the control, a little bit more stuff. But it's that bat in non-DH kind of situations. And any kind of PTCS where there's no DH that I can use them, it's going to be to my benefit, I think. So let's see if there's still one on the card shop, Caldwell. This is not financial advice. Oh, someone bought him already. Someone bought him probably for $75K. He was there last night. Now it does show his batting stats on the right-hand side, but when he's fully combinated, he's a monster. I mean, even without the combination, he's a good card, but the Otani of bronze, I like that. Yep. I like that. So you have to physically go and make him a two-way. Once you do, he appears on your batting list here. And now this is where I should probably throw him in. For now, I'm just going to put him in at backups. But I think versus lefties, I think you're right. I think Caldwell versus lefties instead of Stahl. So we're just going to move these guys around. Something like that. The game is simulating right now. So we'll take a look at the results here. Then we'll take our next break, and then we'll get into some other news and notes. We'll talk PTMS. We'll take a look at some of the cards, some of the rewards you're shooting for. We'll look at the standings. If he stays that way, if you do it in a roster builder. Yeah. Or I could just go and go over here once I built it and go to export, and I could create a new save. So yeah, I will make sure I fix that. All right, Port City, we're coming up to game number 2. Will the 5-pack bounty be awarded? We'll find out soon. 60s week, by the way, if you're just tuning in, it is 60s week. Spore was on this morning. He will not be on a replay tonight. They only do replays typically on Thursday. Dishnet is back from vacation. So Dishnet will be doing the Saturday Showdown, I assume, and then he did the World Series yesterday. So he's back in the groove. All right, here we go. Will the Gladiators continue on? They will not. Congratulations go out to the Port City Pirate. I guess synchronicity, you re-up your sub and you get a little bit of a reward, 6-5. I would not say it was a cakewalk. I had a 5-0 lead. And then you got 6 runs on me. Trout will get the save. Addison Reed will take the win. CJ Wilson will take the loss for me. And did Caldwell? Yeah, Caldwell did start as the DH. 1 run. Thanks, iDub. Jake Stahl. Jake Stahl could have been the difference maker. 2 strikeouts. Why do I always change things at the last minute when things are going well? I'm just kidding. Stahl could have struck out 4 times. Adam Dunn with the home run. Buddy Bell with a couple home runs, both off J.A. Happ and for Port City. Jacques Jones, Larry Gardner, Adam Dunn, all with dingers. So this was a dinger day. 6 home runs in the game. Buddy Bell is your player of the game. All right, so the 5 packs have been determined. I will write down the name here. They will go to this account here. So Castanar won the early bird, and then TB8488-8. So now you guys are playing for the in-game packs 4 plus the 1 win on the race to 10. It is OK, Port City, Oshie, and Snowco. Are the boys Macabra's here? I know Macabra's here. Okay. So they count for the little win if they get it. How about this team here, Snowco? Are you in chat? So that if you do win the whole tournament, you are verified as winning. There you are. Okay, good. All right. 4 chat members duking it out. And I do want to see these 4 teams if they are running a combinator. Tom Brown for the Port City Pirates. Oh, we got an ad break. All right. Ad break is kicked in. We'll be back. in 2 minutes time.
Do you know what's inside specially marked boxes of tricks? Free old-time model airplane kits. You get a Mustang, or a Stuka, or a Zero. Easy to put together and...
Silly rabbit. Free model airplane kits like tricks are for kids.
And sometimes for tricky rabbits.
What's free?
A springy, springy span from head to knee.
Bullwinkle and Rocky.
Underdog and Lucky. Free inside Frosty O's and Lucky Charms.
Springies stand, Springies bend, Springies ride.
And hold on to things.
There's a free Springy inside each specially marked box of magically delicious Lucky Charms.
And three-way energy Frosty O's.
Bullwinkle
And Rocky
Underdog
and Lucky. Free inside Frosty O's and Lucky Charms.
To on or not to on? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to continue with what has been, because it wast, or to go with the uncola, because it is't, must give us pause to refresh ourselves. 7-Up. Wet, wild, fresh, clean, perchance prettier than a cola. 7-Up, the uncola, sheathes the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune and cushions the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to quaff, to thirst no more. Alas, poor cola, I knew him well.
Gotcha.
Caught me what?
Judy, you're always raving about cheer, but you're not using it.
Oh, I always use cheer in hot water. But see, this is a cold water wash.
You didn't know?
No what?
Cheer's got so much power in cold water,
Yeah.
you don't need a special cold water detergent.
Aha! But what about the whites? We'll get those clean in cold water.
Yep, even the whites.
Come on, how?
Cheer's preset for cold water.
What do you mean?
Well, it cleans and whitens better than any leading cold water detergent.
Any of them?
Any of them.
So if you're right, then that means that I don't need 2 detergents.
Right.
But if you're wrong,
Well, was I right? White enough?
white enough, look at that shirt. I mean, look at this laundry whiteness.
And in cold water with cheer.
Yes, here, I won't need this anymore. Oh, look at these socks. They're saying I'm white. Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, so good old commercials from the 1960s. You know what I miss when I watch that one commercial is cereal and the prizes you would get. Some of the best toys came from cereal boxes. Some of the best toys. And sometimes you would not like a cereal, but you would buy it just for the toy. And you'd have to fight your brother. And usually it was at the very bottom. So you'd buy the box of cereal, and when mom wasn't looking, you'd put your whole hand in the box. And you'd dig around and dig around. You'd be searching for that little toy. You know, you just played outside in the sandbox, and your hands are all dirty, and she brought groceries home, and you dig into that cereal box to try and grab out that toy. Cubs fan Steve, I love that. Yeah, that is fantastic. It's amazing what you remember, right? The things that back in the day that you remember. You're watching Saturday morning cartoons is probably where you saw a lot of these commercials. Mind you, it would be for the cereal. It would be for the Hot Wheels. But yeah, I think if I started watching 70s and 80s commercials, because that's more my kind of time period, I'd remember a lot of them. So for those of you that can remember these commercials, but can't remember where you parked the car, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, today's 5L. Let's take a look at today's 5L. We should be closing in on the finals here. I was taken out in round 3 today by this team here. Ferrick Sloan. If you're in the chat, Ferrick. Taking me out in 6 games. Well deserved. Well done. 1939. And I'm always curious because 1939, I run a 3-man rotation. And I bet not many people do. A-Dub runs 4-man, but he's only got 9 pitchers. So he's playing to the era. But the Zips have a full roster. Cubs fan Steve has 10 pitchers, which again makes sense. You could probably go with 8 or 9. I mean, technically, the Braves, Kitty Poo Poo, all lefties here, but they have only a 3-man staff. Holy, Ollie went out of the box. Ollie said, it's 1939. I just need one lap. Johnny Antonelli. Oh, that's great. That is great. Oh, he's a giant. Yeah. Ezra says that's all he needs. Ezra's 1959 save. I see all of Johnny Antonelli all the time. That's fantastic. Who's in his lineup here? Jerry Benjamin. That's it. You need a pitcher and a center fielder. You know what's funny about that? I mean, I don't know how this happened where you only got 1 round in. Usually it's all or nothing. I could see if you missed the last round, but Ollie must have probably what he did. He fired it up either like a minute and a half before the tournament started. So he didn't have much time to do it. Or what I do a lot of times, I'll start the draft and I'd be like, I've got 20 minutes. I got lots of time. And I go and I get a coffee and then I get distracted. And my wife asks me a few questions and I grab something from the fridge. And then I come back down and it says, you got 30 seconds left. I'm like, oh, that's happened a lot. It has. So one of those 2 scenarios happened with Ollie North. I don't know if Ollie's in the chat today. Oh, that is fantastic. You know what the best news is? I guess he did lose big time. 36-0. But the good news is he scored a run with 2 players. Those of you that ever wanted to test this out, can I ever get a run with 2 players? You can. Johnny Antonelli. Had a hit. Oh, Ezra, has he ever hit a home run for you in the Giants save? Johnny with the home run in a 24-1 loss. And that must have come early because he was probably chased. Where is that Antonelli home run? Oh, look who the... Oh. There it is. Top of the 3rd inning, Johnny Antonelli, Jim Unknown struck out, and then Jim Unknown struck out, and then Johnny Antonelli, 347 feet, solo shot. But I know why he lost. Did you see who he lost to? I don't know, the logo is kind of small on the screen there. Can you guys see which team with 2 players that he lost to?
Pride we represent. We usually wear gray, but you know it's the best when we wear red jackets and fancy hats. Watch us bust and move in our mounty pants. Go, Daryl! You've got soul, Daryl! Go, Daryl! Go, Daryl! Go, Daryl! Go! RCMP, heroes and horseback from sea to sea. RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
In all of North America, they're the largest force that cares for ya.
RCMP, we're the Mounties.
Mounties. All right. Well, that makes sense. He was intimidated. Ollie said, I cannot draft anymore, Lap. I'm going up against the RCMP. You don't want to go up against the RCMP. That's a fun note. I'm going to always remember that one. Just randomly going through and looking at the pitching lineups, and he's near the top of the order, and he gets two players, Antonelli and Benjamin. And Antonelli, did okay. 3 earned runs. And then he got, beat pretty bad because when you have to pitch every game. Good thing it wasn't modern era. How did that Benjamin do? What was his batting stats like? Oop, not John Antonelli. Let's go back. Lineups. 11 at bats, 4 hits, 364 average. Oh, he did fine. He did. He tried to do what he could. So Ollie said, I'm just playing with the high silvers lap. That's it. I don't need stinking 26 men. So here we are. We are in the semifinals. It was the Springfield Big Salad. I bet you there's some pickles in that salad, D-Block. Oh, yeah. Fairview Tigers, Mort sweeping the Llamas. The Bone Bruisers take it out on TX Jenks. Bone Bruisers win Game 6 and Game 7. Craig Biggio, I like that card, is the MVP. And the Central Kentucky Pirates take the quarterfinals 4-1 over the Diamond Kings, which is not an A-dub team, although it should be. In the semifinals, Fairview Tigers are taking on the Salads, and they're up 3-1. And D-Block is behind the big pickle. He is in a big pickle, folks. Our German streamer in a big pickle. Down 3-1 in this best of 7. So hats off to the Tigers and the Pirates, who are 1 win away from making the best of 9 finals. But these 4 teams at least guaranteed 1 point. Revenge for he beat you, Ezra? Where's Ezra Denny? Ezra. Oh yeah, 4-0. But Ezra, they were close. I remember hearing Ezra type somewhere on some chat that he always seems to lose in round 3. And yeah, you do. You lost in round 3. I always seem to lose in round 1, but I made it with you, Ezra. I made it to round 3 today. So what did we get for that, Ezra? Did we get a choice pack? Yes, no, we didn't. Did we? No, we get a historical silver pack. Oh, 1 round short. All right. One more time. Let's go check in on the bounty. We should be in the finals now. Let's see which 2 teams made it in. And Port City Pirates win the 5-pack bounty. And in the finals, it will be Makadkar taking up OKC. Or not OKC, OK. Whirlwinds. And I don't know if Tiger answered me earlier, but Tiger, do you adjust your sliders much? And same with Makadkar. Makadkar is a really good player. Just curious, in general, Makadkar, do you do a lot of tinkering with your sliders? 1 for yes, 2 for no. We'll keep it between us. I'm curious. Major changes, slight changes, no changes. So one thing you can't see in the game, you can't go to a team like Road Soda and look at their strategy. Because, hey, some things have to remain secret. Makadkar makes slight changes. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm overdoing it. I think I am. All right, let's go back to the slides here. So if you want to enter a 10-pack giveaway to earn some packs, I'm going to open up some packs on my packs only team after the next break. All you got to do is put exclamation MON. That should bring up the Google form that you need Take a few minutes to fill that out, and you will be entered. Survivor style, the last person standing based on the questions you answer will win 10 packs. That's exclamation MON to get into that contest. And next time we do a tournament refresh, when OOTP does it, usually they'll ask me if I want any changes. And I do like to change things up from time to time. So as we get closer to that, I'll ask you guys if we should turn the DH off in the evening one. I did turn it on this time just because it's power era. Let's get a few more hitters in there. But I'm definitely open to turning that off if you want to go back to kind of the original format. And same with the prize structure. I know it's very divisive in the community. Some like the TB1-2 choice packs, and I get that, especially when they just come out. I'm thinking more later on as those lose their value. Plus, I'm thinking packs only team. If you win and you get 30 standard packs, it's like a 30-pack lottery of getting a perfect or two or a combinator or two. Whereas with the tournament batches, you know you're going to get one of these 8 cards. And yeah, you can sell them and you can buy that many packs with them, I guess, if you want. But again, high risk, high reward for the 30 packs. So as we get closer to a tournament refresh, I'll kind of gauge the interest a little bit if you want those two things changed. I kind of like the 30 packs. It's different. It's better later as the tournament batch 2 cards become a little bit more stale. And again, for packs only, gives you more opportunities. TX, no, I'm not going to go that extreme, TX. No, 1 diamond round. Yeah, for you, 1 diamond round and then all iron. No. We don't want to do that. Everyone starts with Ned. I thought what might be fun in one of these drafts, do it I like the around the horn draft, where you draft your 2 catchers and then your first baseman and second baseman, and you draft by position. I'm kind of having fun. That's kind of my fun tournament right now out of these, outside of these ones here. I like around the horn. It's only best of 3 though, so they go pretty quick. But I'm wondering if that could work. What do you guys think? Around the horn for like the 6L. You draft by position. So yeah, as we come closer to a tournament refresh, if they're willing to refresh my tournaments, I'll make a couple changes because I do like to change things once in a while. Yeah, and it sounds like you guys are liking around the horn. If you haven't played it yet, try it. Just be careful because it's not 13 rounds. So as you're drafting and then you're picking all these positions, all of a sudden the draft ends and you're like, whoa, I thought I had more rounds. I think it's only like 8 rounds or something, because some rounds you pick 4 cards or 5 cards. You pick your catcher, 2 catchers, then a first baseman, second baseman, third baseman, shortstop, all 1 card each. And then they do the same for the outfield, 1 left fielder, 1 center fielder, 1 right fielder. And then you go to a round where you pick 5 starting pitchers. The next round is 5 reliever pitchers. And then you have 2 random rounds of, I think, 3 cards each. And then it's done. So yeah, it's a fun draft. Try that one. I think I've won 2 out of 8 tournaments I played in that. I just started playing a couple weeks ago, or maybe last week, because it just came out a couple weeks ago. Around the horn. Good. Johnny likes around the horn too. And we get some wild 6L results here. This was from the other day when the Motors won the final. This went to Game 7. It went to 15 innings. Pensacola and the Wasatch Motors, they each scored a run in the 7th inning. They each scored a run in the 9th inning. They go extras, and then in the top of the 15th, 5 runs were scored. So I've seen reverse sweeps in a best of 9, which is really hard when you're up 4-0, and then the team wins 5 in a row. That's rough. And then I see results like this: 5 runs in the 15th inning. Remember, you are playing in 4 different rotating ballparks. So you're going to get one of these 4 ballparks for the 5L and 6L. If you're in Rogers Center, it's definitely more favored towards the power hitter. A lot of home runs there with some doubles. BABIP is a little bit suppressed. If you're playing in the Sky Dome, it's very favored towards the right-handed power hitters. BABIP is fairly neutral. So it penalizes your left-handed power guys like Dolph Camilli. Can't remember who else is a big lefty. Lou, I guess, is a big lefty. And rewards your righties. If you're playing in Jari Park, it's a hitter's park, slightly favoring BABIP and home runs. Doubles are down a little bit, but it's just above a neutral park. And finally, if you're playing in Olympic Stadium, it's a pitcher's park. It favors the right-handed BABIP slightly, and it favors the left-handed home run hitters even more so, but still they're under 1.00. Favors doubles a little bit, so maybe some gap power, and triples are under 1. So biggest pitcher park definitely is Olympic Stadium. Biggest hitter park would be Jari Park. And then both the Blue Jay stadiums have their advantages one way or the other. So yeah, keep in mind the ballpark, because personally I think it can make a little bit of a difference, especially the Sky Dome with the righty hitters. Can't believe oh yeah, Adam Dunn. Yeah, Adam Dunn. I still take him, like in Sky Dome. If he's there, I'll still take him, but not many other lefties. I focus a lot on righties. If I'm taking lefties, I'm taking the high BABIP, gap power, speedy kind of guys. I'm not worried about power. All right, some odds and ends. Let's talk about Hannes again. Last I heard was Thursday. I think Spore said 38 had been polled on Thursday. I haven't seen a lot of them posted in the fire poll section on Discord, so I don't know if there are any Honus cards still out there. I'm assuming there must be a couple at least. So if you're ripping packs, you still have an opportunity of getting the only 102 rated card in the game right now, at least until the weekend. So good luck. Again, probably the best card in the game right now. And thanks again to the guests I've had on. Last Thursday, I had A-Dub come on. He gave us some diamond build advice. He, again, is your PTCS champion. He's going into the PTMS this weekend. Best of luck to you and the other 127 competitors. If you want some hints and tips on how to build a diamond lineup, A-Dub, if you go to the VOD from Thursday, go to about an hour left in the video. That's when he talks about his diamond advice, and he gives you some of the cards that he uses, and he even shows you the roster he used for his championship. So if you want some diamond card advice, go check out the VOD with A-Dub. Also, the Matrix series coming back tomorrow. We're not going to spin the wheel because of 60s week. I have chosen, yes, I have the power to choose who is in the Matrix. It will be 1960s stud Ron Santo. He will be our hitting Hall of Fame representative, and representing the pitching class of the Hall of Fame will be Fergie Jenkins. And we will be using the Chicago Cubs from 2024. Let's see if we can get the Chicago Cubs a World Series. We're going to put in 2 of the TWIP cards. One of them will be Tom Seaver from his 1969 import. And I haven't chosen the second one yet. We'll see which cards come out tomorrow and which cards were released today. I'll have to kind of take a look back on that. Maybe we go with Paul Hines. Maybe we go with him. So tune into the Matrix for that tomorrow. And the showdown will return again tomorrow. For sure, we got to get this in. We're going to squeeze this in. Tomorrow it will be P. Baker against GT Sundown, the winner getting 10 packs and advancing on to round 2. But guaranteed, long as the stream is working, we're doing the showdown tomorrow between these 2 teams. All right, break coming up next. When we come back, PTMS talk. Did you make it? Are you qualified? Are you nervous? Are you excited? We'll talk about that, and we will talk about PAX only leagues. Who did well, who went up, and who went down. Back in 2 minutes.
Stomach unhappy. Triactin puts a smile in your tummy. Stomach unhappy. Triactin puts a smile in your tummy. Triactin is a super strength antacid. It not only neutralizes, triactin relieves the major discomforts of indigestion in a way no simple antacid can. Heartburn, overstuffed feeling, jittery stomach. Put a smile in your tummy. Take Triactin.
There are lemons and there are limes, but there's no such thing as a lemon lime.
Look at this can. Gillette foamy with lemon lime.
I don't care what it says, there's no such thing.
Look, see, a lemon lime.
It's just a picture, there's no such thing.
All right, smell it. Gillette foamy with lemon lime isn't sweet like plain lime. The lemon keeps it tangy.
For the last time, there is no such thing as a lemon lime.
Aha! Huh? Huh?
Starkiss presents Charlie the Tuna.
I know what that is, Charlie.
Yeah, what is it?
A modern statue.
Yeah, you looked at the label.
Yeah. What you doing with it, Charlie?
Sending it to Starkiss so they'll notice what good taste I got.
They can tell from that?
Of course, dummy. They know that only guys with real good taste can stand to be around this junk.
That makes sense. That makes sense. But, Charlie, they ain't exactly looking for tunas with good taste. Starkiss wants tunas that taste good.
Nah, here they come. Can you see it from up there? Sorry, Charlie, but only the best tasting tuna get to be Starkissed. Best tasting because Starkissed is 100% prime filet. It is the best tasting tuna. For the best tasting tuna, get Starkissed. Tell them Charlie sent you.
All right, there you go. Some commercials from the 1960s. Next ad break, we've got a few from McDonald's in the 60s. McDonald's, I think, started advertising on TV in the 60s. So we'll show you some of those in support of Grimace and the memes and the love of Grimace. If you haven't entered already, folks, it is pinned in the chat there. Go fill out that Google form. Everyone can fill that out for a chance of winning 10 packs. And we will open packs in about, what time are we at here? Yeah, we'll open packs in just a bit. We might even get to the community showdown today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the pack opening, how long that takes. All right, PTMS and PTCS. Let's talk about that. Again, congratulations to those of you that qualified for the PTMS. Man, I'm jealous. I did not get in. Unfortunately, let me just enter Daily Around the Horn. Yeah, that's the one right here. This is one of my new favorite tournaments. Daily, there's two of them. There's Daily Around the Horn in the Dark. And then there's the, where is it? This one here, Daily Around the Horn here, which just crashed on me. I knew that was going to happen. Lap, do not hover. Do not mouse over the game too long, because when you mouse over the tournaments, it crashes. Unbelievable. That's 3 games in a row. OOTP 23, 24, and 25. That typically crashes on me at that point. All right, let me just enter things in. So Cup fan Steve, did you remember a couple of those commercials? Do you remember the old lemon lime shaving cream? I kind of remember that. I think they had that around for a while into the 70s. And of course, Charlie. How could you not? Like, Charlie was an icon of Starkist for years and years and years. I don't know if they even still make it. Does Starkist still make tuna? Are they still doing that? So many of those companies probably don't exist anymore. Okay, around the horn. We're back. All right, let me get in around the horn. 25 entries now. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's get back to some of the slides. If you missed it this morning, if you're not on Discord, Spore made 3 announcements at around 11:30 a.m. this morning on Discord. The first one was that he was coming on air today, which he did already. He announced information about the PTCS or PTMS, which will take place on Saturday. He showed off the Seaver cards that they teased last week, showed off some of the gold and lower prizes as well. And he mentioned that he is going to be on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, it looks like. 3 p.m. Eastern, 20 plus cards, Tuesday Treasure Trove edition, gold and lower. So we're going to see a lot more lower level cards released tomorrow, focused around the 1960s. And again, then on Thursday, the teaser is already out. It is going to be the 1969 focus. However, it does say that there may be some cards from earlier in the 60s as well, because he can't leave them out because they were so good in previous years. And there's going to be some perfect game. So think of those pitchers that pitched a perfect game. Sandy Koufax, I'm sure, must be one of them that had a perfect game in the 1960s. So that's what we can expect on Thursday. So today was PTMS 2, tomorrow the Tuesday Treasure Trove, and Thursday is TWIPT with a focus on 1969. Card art. This is what we saw released today. We've got Rondell White, we've got Dave Concepcion, Freddie Garcia, Jimmy Williams, all part of the prizes that you can win depending how far you go into the tournament. Did they mention, because I missed the early part, does 128th get a prize? Are they given pity cards to just qualifying? And is that the Rondell White, or was there a card before that? Because I started watching in the Rondell White. Joined around the horn to try and run into lap. IDub. Stay out of my tournament. I was doing well in there. Why'd I open my big mouth? No, good to see you. It's always good when we can have these competitions and other tournaments. If you come in third or fourth, you get the Buck Leonard first baseman. If you come in second, you're going to get a premium catcher in Carlton Fisk. 101, so there's a 101 card. And if you win the whole enchilada, you are going to get the 102 Paul Hines, which will probably be our player in the Matrix tomorrow. Blue everywhere, lowest on eye. He can run, he can play defense, he can play first base. I don't know if I got the right screen capture, because I think this is a right one, because Paul was playing around with Paul's ratings a little bit, but I'm pretty sure this is the one he sent me. Pretty sure. So this is what you're going to get. There's only going to be 2 of these cards in the game. Just 2. That's it. 2. There's going to be 4, I think. Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, 4 of these Carlton Fisk cards. That's it. Just 4 of them. And then there's going to be 8. So I think you get prizes, right? First and second, you would get this card as well. So that would mean 8. Because remember, there's only two brackets, I guess. 2 different types of tournaments. Not like the PTCS where there's 10 different levels. There's only 2 different levels here. Remember as well that this is played in the 1962 era. So if you're new to OOTP and you haven't screenshotted this yet, it's floating all over the place. But if you need a copy, you can screenshot it now. 1962 which if you look in the top right is Baseball Boom, because that's from 1960 to 79. And then if you look on the main part of the chart, Boom means you need 5 starting pitchers. Pitch counts can be up to 160, depending on their stamina. And you still need a bullpen. So I think this is very similar to the Bagel and Schmear that EVC runs, because his, I think, is set in 1965. So you're kind of looking at similar kind of era. And 10 pitchers is probably what you're going to need, but these are best of 9. And if you go long, sometimes in a best of 9 long series, managers like to have an extra pitcher, even if it's long relief, avoid high leverage mop up kind of thing. So if you can get a 2-way player that maybe can pitch as your 11th guy, or just draft an 11th pitcher. I don't know. A-Dub, I don't know what your strategy is going to be. If you're going to go with 10 or 11. I think if you have high stamina of guys, you can go with 10. But if you got a bunch of relievers in there that have stamina of 10 to 15, you might want to add an extra one simply because it's a best of 9. Ben Rice is the entry card. Okay. Silver, I think, right? It was a silver. Also, consider the ballpark. Yes, consider the ballpark, because the ballpark is going to have a big role in this now, because it is extreme left-handed batter for power. So it's a pitcher park every way, shape, and form. Ezra Denny, I don't know if you can still hear my voice, but what was it? Because I'm looking at the ballpark here, a candlestick. Was the fence just in a lot closer? Was the wall smaller? Why was it that the left-handed power guys had an advantage? Can't really tell from this picture here what gives lefties the advantage for home run. But look at that, 1.125. So, I mean, Adam Dunn's a bronze. I mean, if this was a bronze tournament, you're absolutely having Adam Dunn in there. Lou, you're probably absolutely having him if it's a bronze. I don't know, I-Dub, who the diamond power guys are, if it's Prince Fielder, if he's a lefty, or if it's George Sisler. I know those are some of the better cards at first base. I don't know if they're lefties, though. And, of course, you got your perfect first baseman as well. Center fielder used to be open fence to the bay. So is this an accurate picture there? Because it looks like the parking lot is behind center field, or did they add the parking lot later? Or was it just open to the parking lot, center field? Ryan Howard, massive left-handed power. Yeah. So again, you need to consider your baseball boom, your pitch counts, 5 starters, 5 bullpen guys, maybe with an 11th guy, and then looking for right-handed power and maybe right-handed BABIP if you had to pick between them. Not really going to get a lot of triples in Candlestick. So I'm glad I don't have to create a roster for this one, because this is be a little tricky. And again, I'd like to know from those of you that do well with extreme parks, do you still need right-handed batters, or do you just go all lefty and every lefty power bat that you can find? Or do you have to find a balance and find some BABIP guys for the top of the order? Or do you go all in on power in this case? And results are in from the bounty. Castanar has given the report. Makadkar gets the point on the sheet. And the boys will win the in-game tournament. So again, 5 packs to Castanar to TB for defeating me. And then 3 packs to Makadkar for in-game. Okay, let's take a look at the standings, because some of you may not be aware that you might have even qualified. So let's see if I can find it here. There we go. Okay, put it on the screen. So if you want to look on your own copy, click on that link there. Otherwise, you can just look off screen here. But yeah, they do have a site where they update the standings for the different tournaments that they have. And we are now coming up on August 24th, which is the PTMS 2. So there's the traditional tournaments. So you would have to qualify from league play and then all those iron or bronze or diamond tournaments where you have to own the card. So some of these are going to be league team players that maybe don't play a lot of tournaments. However, you did have to play. There was kind of a minimum set out that if you didn't play any tournaments at all, I think you were taken off the list. So if you finished in the 129 to 133, you might still get in there. I don't know if some of these top 128 teams don't get in. So taking a look through the traditional tournaments, who am I familiar with here? Sorry if I miss you, but I'm looking for names I'm familiar with in the chat. Shifted, I see once in a while with the Winnipeg Blue Jays. There's A-Dub finishing 27th overall. So you're going to play the 102 ranked team, which is the London Knights. Unless these change because of disqualifications. Who else do I recognize? C. Duncan, C. Whitman, Eddie Wanton, I saw earlier in the chat. B. Phil B, a PAX only player. Let's Play 2, qualified. R. Hazen. There's Tactile Next, 79. Road Soda, congratulations. M&T, Beck Dog, Rojo Vancouver, Andy from Sheffield. Way to go, Andy, getting in there at 111. Brydav with the whips. Mr. Audit squeaking in at 125. And yeah, I don't even know. EVC missing out here. I don't even know how many points I had. Gorgo missing out. I'm way down here somewhere. Yeah, because I don't do well in the PT. I don't do well in league play because I'm not focused on it, and I haven't done well in the PTCSs, so I'm not going to have a ton of points. I think I've been up to diamond a couple weeks, but I haven't won diamond. I haven't won gold, I don't think. So I'm not going to get a lot of the points that you need to qualify. However, with the World Series coming up at the end of the year, a lot of that is based off of your PT live play. So this is the PTWC that is played at the end of the season. We don't know formats or anything like that, but we do know that your PT live play has an impact. So if you're doing PT live, you got a shot if you do well. I mean, if you finish in the top 50, you should probably automatically make this. We don't even know how many teams are going to qualify. They've kind of got it cut off at 128 with Road Soda, but I don't think they've officially said how many are going to get in. Yeah, I have no clue where I'm down here, but we go to the very bottom. 6,456 different teams. If you want to know how many teams are out there, or at least how many have been created so far, 6,456 teams have at least 1 point. Now, many probably aren't playing anymore. I don't know if it's possible to have 0 points. I mean, if you create a team, you would think you'd get at least 1 point somehow. That's quite a few, 6,456. And a lot of them are probably alts. So if a lot of managers have 2 or 3 teams, that's going to take up a bulk too. I do recognize a lot of names here at the bottom, like C. Whitman, Paxtroville Paxtros, 1 point. A-Dub, the A-Dub 13 with the Silver City Silvers. So I don't know what you have to do to get a point. Maybe just create a team. So that is the big goal at the end. That is the ultimate. That's kind of like the World Series of OOTP. And again, the one that we're looking at is PTMS. At this time, we got to go to the drafts, which I did better in, but I still don't think I qualified. And again, I don't know if these are final. I don't know if these include the disqualifications, because there might be some managers that made it because of league play, but they never ever did any drafts. And if you haven't done any drafts, you are taken off of this one. This is the one where there is that minimum. So Montreal Expos and the Ducks and the Rail Riders, you still got a chance, because there could be some managers here that have never drafted. The Hoosman, 128 currently. And again, like the Paw Sox, that's based off of league play. I mean, they do drafts as well, so I'm sure they got some points. But, I mean, when you make the Perfect League World Series a lot, you're going to get a lot of points. Who else is here? We've got Shifted again, C. Duncan again, B. Phil B. at 21. Curl with the Delaware Tigers. C. Whitman with his Mashers. A. Dub at 36. Road Soda at 39. Tactile at 51. Lowly Worm, there's Pierogi Addict at 66. Congratulations, Pierogi. We are Marshall, 69. There's the coveted during 69 week. We are Marshall, 5L, 6L stud. Currently in that spot. Monterre Dawn at 86. A-Dub at 93. Phoenix, a PAX only team. Hey, there's that might be our first PAX only team. Nope. 2 PAX only teams. Ultimate Carlos. Way to represent. Let's see if there's any more. Nope, just 2 so far. Rob Deere and Headlights at 106. 68 Pirate. There's 3 PAX only teams. D Block, who mentioned in chat, he's on there. 110th for his Ocelots. 110, so you would play team number 19 on the current standings if they stay. You would play Shifted, D Block. But the good news is it's a draft, so it's much, I think it's much more of a level playing field when it's a draft. I don't think rankings really matter as much. It's going to be luck of the cards you get, and it's a near perfect draft, so you're going to get cards 95 or higher. And as we go down, Johnny P just missing out. GT Sundown just missing out. B Phil B with his pack only team on the outside. 68 Pirates, D Dempsey. Nas Base. Spore at 210. Kitty Poo Poo at 216. Another NAS-based team there. Hillbillies. So yeah, congratulations to those that have made it. I didn't see my name here. I don't think I qualified. I don't even see it further down the list. No. Well, the good news is there are more PTMSs and PTCSs coming up. There is one on September 7th. That's the next PTCS, so 2 weeks from Saturday. The next one's already here. And then another PTMS before Halloween. Number 4 is before Christmas. And then our final one later in the cycle, just after Valentine's Day, with the very final tournament scheduled to go February 22nd. So we know we're going to get new cards at least until probably early March. They're not going to give you, new dominant cards on the 22nd and then stop producing cards. They're going to produce them probably for a couple weeks after that. But you won't have long. And it might just not be cards. It might be other prizes. We don't know. We don't know if it's going to be cards, packs, perfect points, trophies. I'm sure it'll be a trophy at least, but we don't know what the other prizes will be. All right, back on screen here. See if there's any questions. Don't play enough tourneys or drafts. Yeah, same with me. Because I play on like three different teams, I don't focus just on one team. I think if I went hardcore just on one team, I think I'd have an outside chance. 539. Oh, thanks, Castner. I made the top 500. Woohoo! Top 500. If you're in the Fortune 500, that's pretty good. I'm going to consider this the Fortune OOTP 500. Okay, let's go off of that for a second here. And load up the game one more time. Don't forget, if you haven't done the, I think the deadline might have passed for today's PT Live, in which case I think I'm in trouble. Let's see, PT Live today. 39 minutes. Whew. All right, you got 39 minutes if you haven't done your PT Live. There are some teams not playing today, as typical on a Monday. So go and fix those lineups if you haven't done that already, because time is running short. I'm going to go with Shane Baz. Baz. Who else is a good bet? Brandon. We're playing 2-week teams. That seem okay, chat? Shane and Brandon. Relievers. Baz. The meme of OOTP25. That Shane Baz card. You ask Rob Deeren Headlights and Mr. Audit, they were bazzing all over the place. They couldn't get enough of Shane Baz. All right, PT Live. Starters, relievers. We got 2. Mr. Ortiz and Mr. Fulmer are automatic. Good. As Cub fan Steve mentions. And catching wise, let's see. I can still put in one more perfect and one more diamond. Who do we want? Patrick Bailey. You go in with the Giants. Maybe Ezra approved. Center field, let's go with Corbin Carroll. There we go. Oops, too many go cards. Okay, Corbin, you have to come out. No, we're going to put Corbin back in. So they're playing a weak team. Let's take out Profar. Let's put in silver guy here. Let's put in Gurriel. Okay, does that work? Good, that does work. And let's kind of double check. Again, hey, it's free perfect points. So you can earn some perfect points just by putting in a lineup every day. anywhere from, who knows, 100 perfect points up to 600 perfect points, depending on how your players do. And again, I'll throw that into the chat, the site that I use. Do I have Witt? Bobby Witt with Kansas City? I don't think I do. He's a perfect card. And this is a PAX only team, so I can't buy him. I don't think I've got Witt yet. Let me check if I can spell him properly. And I know it's 4 letters. Nope, I don't own him. I do not own Bobby Witt. Well, look at that. Synchronicity. Take a drink, A-Dub. You did well in the daily around the horn. The following reward has been added to your account. 1 tournament batch, 1 and 2 gold card. Got a gold card. That means I made the semifinals. Like I said, I've been doing pretty well in this tournament here. Okay, let's go over here. Remember, you can enter for 10 packs. All you got to do is put exclamation MON into the chat, exclamation MON. That's going to bring up the Google form. Fill that out, and in about 20 minutes, we're going to start ripping packs in about 20 minutes. So let's go and check out what these odds are. Mr. Brandon, what is the intel saying? Very good expected performance. Okay, you're staying in. Oops, that's the wrong one. Intel, poor. Trevor Rogers, weak. Ortiz, average, but he's in the relief spot, so I'm using him. Carson Fulmer, poor, but he's in the relief spot, so I'm using him. Boston, average. Tampa Bay, elite. Ooh. Bradley. Do I own Bradley? He's a gold, and I own him. Okay. Let's go back over here. If it says elite performance expected, there you are against Oakland. What? Shane Baz must not be pitching today. That's why you always check. Make sure it's refreshed here. It should be. Today, well, I'm glad I checked because it is not Shane Baz. It is Bradley pitching. Let's submit that. All right. And maybe you guys mentioned that in the chat. I haven't looked at chat in a little bit here. So Bradley, Brandon, Luis, and Fulmer, they're all expected to start. Checking for rain. It doesn't look like any weather disruptions other than Baltimore and the Mets. 62% chance of rain. So what's great about this site is it shows you possibilities of rain, 62%. So that's a little bit high for me. So Baltimore and the Mets, I want to remove those players if I have any. So we're going to take out my third baseman. And that's it. So we got to find another third baseman. Silver or lower, let's go with Suarez. It's Miami. And then if you have time, what you should be doing, you should be going to that site and taking a look at all the individual lineups, because it may be an off day for your player. So if I go to San Francisco and I look up Patrick Bailey, he is starting. Also for this game, I've got, that's it, just one Giant. Texas Rangers. I go to my Texas Rangers. I've got Mr. Nathaniel Lowe. who is starting. Next up, let's go to Houston. And I've got second baseman Altuve. He is starting. He is leading off. Arizona, Suarez is starting. So good. Kim for the Padres. Let's check him out. Kim is not starting for the Padres, so I need to replace him. Gurriel for Arizona is in cleanup. Corbin Carroll leading off. That's good. Jason Hayward for the Dodgers is not in, so that's two I have to replace. Ohtani is leading off. Jake Myers for Houston is in, and Solano for the Padres is not in. Okay, so doing that little bit of recon, 3 players would not get me many points. Kim, Hayward, and Solano. So shortstop, I can use a gold if I want to. Let's go take a look at Houston hitting cleanup. Yeah, he's hitting cleanup, so let's put in Jeremy there. Right field is Yastrzemski playing today, Ezra? Yes. He is. Okay, Yastrzemski's going in. And one more utility. Let's see if we've got a power guy here. First baseman. Who's the best out of Vinny, Nick Prato, or Kansas City? Kansas City. Who is higher up in the lineup? Kansas City. Hitting third. Okay, hitting third. So we're going to put him in. Vinny. And Prato's not starting. So hitting behind Mr. Witt. All right, so there you go. Took about 10 minutes, actually 8 minutes, because there were 37 minutes left. So got that done. Got all starters in for today. Got 4 pitchers that should be playing. And again, PT Live, you can check out the leaderboards, monthly leaderboards, weekly leaderboards. Again, not showing who won last week. Last week was week number 33. Curl, hey, someone that's been in the chat a few times. Curl06, I think a new PAX only manager, winning last week in PT Live. And I finished, holy smokes, I finished 33rd. I love it. What do you get here? What do you get for? Doesn't show. What do you get? How can I find that out? Weekly. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to see it till tomorrow. So I should get something for 33rd. Who else? Makadkar, way to go. Finishing 4th and 5th last week and 9th. Makadkar, you are the guru. You're the guy that people need to go to. Holy smokes, 4th, 5th, and 9th. Spore finishing 12th. Fussmucker, our resident PT Live expert, finishing 13th. Makadkar, 18th, and holy smoke, Makadkar, you raked it. D King is up there. Another Fussmucker. Between Fussmucker and Makadkar, they won all the packs. And the monthly standings, there's Makadkar 8th, 13th, 14th, D King at 15th. Oh, so monthly I'm 212th, which is just on the outside. So I got to pick it up a little bit. 212th place. And all time 439th. So yeah, I'm way behind on this team. All right, so there is my housekeeping there with the PT Live. You've got less than 20 minutes now to get that in. All right, let me go back to chat here. Ollie North re-upping the sub. Thank you, Ollie. Sorry, I missed that a while ago. 7 months, lucky number 7. So here is a toast to Ollie North re-upping the sub. Again, Ollie, I don't know if you were here when we looked at your 5L club this morning. Did you see that? Well, you had one pitcher and you had one hitter. And we're trying to guess what happened. Did you start drafting with less than a minute to go before fired off? Or did you open it, draft it around, and then got distracted and never finished? Because you ended up with your high silver picks and that was it. And you did get a run. Johnny Antonelli got a home run for you in one of your games today. I don't know if that was no, I think that was this morning. I think that was today. Today's 5L. So unfortunate, that's for sure. All right. All right, before we open packs, again, this is your 10-minute countdown. Before we open some packs, we'll pin that message. Just make sure it is on. 21 entries so far. So you got pretty good odds of winning if you can get an entry form in. And let's do this around the horn that some of you have entered now. A-Dub has entered. This, outside of the 5L, 6L, this may be my favorite new tournament. Okay, so it is set at PNC, favors the lefty home run. So it favors the lefty hitters. It's a best of 5. Okay, I thought it was best of 3, best of 5. And it's modern era. So round number 1, you have to take 2 catchers. I'm thinking McCarver and Bennett. But I know Ford plays many positions. What do you guys think for catcher? I think McCarver and Bennett. Carter's a lefty. Bennett's a righty. Does favor the lefty Babbitt, the lefty home runs. I could go 2 lefties and go with Yogi. McCann is also a lefty. I mean, there are some good choices here. Piazza could go in the DH spot, I guess. It's either McCarver, Yogi, or McCarver Bennett. Let's go with 2 lefties. Uh-oh. Words have been spoken. Words have been spoken. Well, I was a shortstop, Kamish. Not a very good one. Well, okay, I don't want to say that. I was an excellent, if I had a shortstop card, my infield range would be 110. My error would be 4. That's how I was as a shortstop. A mediocre bat. I would be Ozzie Smith, but with no arm. A noodle's arm Ozzie Smith. And Kamish, by the way, a big shout out to the Kamish. He came off. I'm surprised he's up right now. He's not sleeping somewhere on a park bench, passed out after hours and hours and hours of streaming over the weekend, raising last I saw over $8,000, I think, for the fund. I think it was over $8,000, capped off with a Minerva head shave late last night. So well done, Kamish, to you and your community, to all of those that help you out behind the scenes. I'm sure there are a lot of people that help you out that we don't know about. Great work, and we are eagerly awaiting more EMLB of the new season. And by eagerly, I mean especially the rookies. Can't wait to see how it plays out. May everyone enjoy EMLB this season. All right. Okay, we better draft here because I'm going to pull an Ollie. Next up, you're allowed one first baseman. Okay, it's either Thomas or Helton. Helton is lefty, Thomas is righty. So I think because it's a lefty favored park, I think we go with Helton. You're allowed one second baseman. It's not Utley. It's either Red or Jackson. Scales is a righty, Jackson is a lefty, and Red is a switch hitter. I think it's Red. Right, IDub? Jackson gives you a lot of versatility. So does Red. I think it's got to be Red. Scales is good, but I think I'd... Oh, hey, guys, can you answer me this question? See how it says the park, if, you know, the lefty factors, the righty factors. When a switch hitter hits, what's up with that? Like, what do they classify him as? I know, IDub. These are fun drafts. These really are fun drafts. I'm gonna go with the lefty. I'm gonna go with the lefty. This is not a good third base round. This is not a good round. I'm gonna go Ramirez. You can't pass up Troy, even though he's a righty. How about Luke Appling? Do I go Luke Appling? I think I'm going Luke. I'm going Luke Appling. It won't let me click. The game says, Lap, don't be dumb. Submit. No, we're not going Luke Appling. Tulowitzki. One left fielder. Langford. Righty. I'm going lefty again. I'm going all in on this lefty park here. I'm going Willie. Center field, a bad round for center field. Ouch. So we're going with Turkey. Tony for sure. Although Benny Koff, ooh. Tony or Benny? I like them both. Tony or Benny? I think we got to go with Tony. They both can play center. Gwynn can play center better. And my random round. So this is where you got to be careful because these rounds go by pretty quickly. So what do we want? Cano, Bottomley, he's a lefty. Cano's a lefty. We're going to go Cano, a new card. So these random rounds. And now my 5 pitchers. Oh, A-Dub, I think you beat me on this one here. You probably got 5 better pitchers. Okay, Walsh, Sutton and Cat, Scherzer, Kamish, I did see that my player went 2 for 4 in Tampa Bay. Pretty good, right? 2 for 4. And our team gave up all 4 runs in the same inning. So I'd say Tampa Bay looks like they're a good team. I think we did well. TX, no, I still got to take Walsh. And then who is it, Martinez or Streeter? Or McHenry? Oh, Miami, right, Miami, GT Sundown, yeah. Miami, Tampa Bay, Florida. J Shaps, no, as soon as we're done this, I've got the entry form up for the packs only rip here. So as soon as we get done this draft, we're going to head and rip some packs. So, and talk about the packs only teams. Yeah, I could do Martinez. It favors left-handed batters. So who is the best against left-handed batters? Not McHenry. So it's either Streeter or Martinez. Martinez. I'll sacrifice some stuff. Okay. Cott, Sutton, Scherzer, Walsh. Against the advice of TX Jenks. All right, 5 relievers now. I'm just going to take these historical guys, not you. Okay, so 3 historical and then 2 live. Go with Carlos and Baltimore Orioles. Hey, I bet on Tampa Bay to win against Kansas City, and I was right. I won some. What do they call them over there in the EMLB universe? When you make a bet on which team wins. But it was a low score. Was that the low scoring game? I think I bet Tampa Bay would get like 8 runs or 7 runs. You let me down, D Block. You didn't score many runs that game, but you got the victory. So now this is the random round with pitchers and hitters. I've only got 10 pitchers. This is modern era. So we're going to go with Lou and Carlos. And you pick 3 of them. So I'm going to take both of my remaining pitchers, I think, because no one else jumps out. So let's go with Morales. And then this is the last round, and you're like, oh, it's over already? So I need infielders, outfielders, got all my pitchers. And of course, all I get here is pitchers and catchers. Thanks, OOTP. Well, let's take Clift and then some utility guys. Martini, yes, please. And Connor Joe. Connor Joe, can you play second, third, and short? You can't play short. Clift can't play short. Martini can't play short. So Clift, you're going out. You're the better bat, but I need utility. Okay, there we go. Draft is over. That is your round the horn draft. There's still some openings in the perfect draft. If you want to get in and play this fun draft, I'm really enjoying it and doing pretty well in it as well. And you get to play with some of these PTMS cards too. Yogi Berra, Tim McCarver, Todd Helton, Connor Joe, Robinson Cano, Jackson Holiday, Ramirez, Arias, Tulowitzki, Martini, Stargell, Stearns, Beltran, and Tony Gwynn. I think A-Dub, you've probably got a better team. This is an average team. I've done much better. Don't get me dancing there, Commish. That's one of those songs that once you start, you cannot get it out of your head. You cannot. All right, guys, we're going to take a break. You got a few minutes left to enter that contest. Fill out the form that's pinned in the chat. When we come back, we're going to talk PAX only teams. Who went up, who went down, how did they do this week? And then we're going to rip some packs. To the top of the hour, we're going to take you to the good Doc. And he's going to be starting his show in about 30 minutes time. So we're going to bring you some commercials, this time from McDonald's. We know how Sporer loves the Grimace meme, and I don't think Grimace was around in the 1960s, but these commercials were. As staticky and hard to hear as they were, here are some of your original McDonald's commercials. We'll see you after the 2-minute break.
Oh, yum dum dum dee doo. I just love McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwiches.
McDonald's exclusive Filet-O-Fish sandwich. Fish that comes piping hot, golden brown, moist.
Oh, look how delicious that
and it's
is.
served on a steamed, fresh baked bun. Fresh ingredients.
Were you guys big Filet-O-Fish
go into
fans?
the tangy tartar sauce. A recipe created by a world-famous chef. Filet-O-Fish sandwich.
I'm just crazy about McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwiches. Everybody every day gets hooked by McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwiches. Let the fish that catches people catch you.
The fish that catches people. Look for the golden arches, where quality starts fresh every day.
Okay, smile. Say cheeseburger.
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 When people really want to smile, they order a McDonald's cheeseburger. We kept
How
one of the
about that
world's
camera,
largest
folks?
cheesemakers
Woo!
busy for months,
Takes you back.
creating
Those
McDonald's
flashbulbs.
Special Blend for special smiles. Sparks that beefy flavor
That
as
looks
never
like it's a
before.
little overcooked.
Made to melt over our hamburgers more evenly than any other kind. A cheese that's just sharp enough to let you know it's there. Right there in the middle of a mouth-watering blend. Juicy pure beef hamburger, freshly baked bun,
Pickles!
and tangy cheese. In our regular size, or for hearty appetites, our double cheeseburger. When you want something to really smile about, stop by at McDonald's and say, cheeseburger! Cheeseburger! Look for the golden arches at McDonald's, the closest thing to home.
That's it, folks. Ready for a meal now that the game is over? Hurry over to one of the more than 900 McDonald's, now serving family communities from coast to coast. You're probably only minutes from America's favorite carry-out restaurant. You know, McDonald's is the closest thing to home. McDonald's fast take-home service is the perfect answer for parties, workday lunches, and family meals anytime, with no fuss or dishes to do. Whether it's a cheeseburger, fish sandwich, pure beef hamburger, our famous French fries, a triple thick shake, or a soft drink, it's America's greatest food value. No wonder you see so many of your neighbors there. If you want home quality cooking without the home work, try McDonald's for fast take-home meals. Look for the golden arches at McDonald's, the closest thing to home.
In every neighborhood, there are some special young men, like this one. Goers.
Remember, fellas, keep your
You see them in the right places, at the right times, pursuing things that really count.
Any questions?
McDonald's hires thousands of clean-cut young men like these. The things they learn working at McDonald's will pay dividends throughout their lives.
Thank you, ma'am. Please call again.
A sense of responsibility begins here. They get business experience
May I help you, gentlemen?
Hamburger.
and a basic understanding of people.
Sure.
They learn to work with others as a team. They discover that discipline is the key to good work habits and is essential to the team spirit that makes McDonald's hum. You probably know some special young men like these in your neighborhood. We'd like to know them too.
Yeah. Those are some of the earliest McDonald ads around. Never worked there. Kind of wanted to when I was a kid. I thought it would be the cool thing to work there, but I would prefer to work at, a coffee shop. Bring on Tim Hortons, not McDonald's. Did you know you can learn valuable lessons working at a McDonald's? Leadership, teamwork, integrity, responsibility. A-Dub worked at a McDonald's in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Oh, that is very cool. That is a claim to fame. Why didn't you tell me that last Thursday? You worked at a McDonald's. What was your expertise? Where did you work? Did you work the shake machine? Did you cook the burgers? Were you a cleaner? Did you go change the signs from 99 billion to 100 billion? What was your job? Hot grease safety. Yes. You got to be safe out there. Just here to make the money. Please, he didn't say please come again and please call again. Please call again. What a polite young man. There is still a hamburger university in Chicago. Oh, wow. I knew there was one back in the day. I didn't know it still existed. You were a cook or whatever they called them, like a side cook. I forget what it is when you're on the grill. Grill cook. Yes, we don't want to know. We don't want to know the inner workings. Apparently, it's a secret. You can't tell us some of the secrets of McDonald's. Did you have to sign an NDA? That's what I want to know. Were there any NDAs signed about giving away McDonald's secrets? And A-Dub, you got to be honest here. Be honest. I know you have children. Did you ever take some of the kids' meal toys home? Maybe you didn't have kids back then, but for yourself, maybe for someone you were courting, you would say, hey, sweetheart. Hey, I got the new Pokemon toy for McDonald's. You don't think you had kids' meals? I thought everyone had kids' meals. That's kind of what made McDonald's big. Two things like made McDonald's explode: kids' meals and breakfast, when they started serving breakfasts. Canada, I think the very first McDonald's opened in British Columbia back in the early 70s. So even before these commercials. You were price gouging McDonald's for two rooms. Okay, yeah. Okay. I thought as a franchise you had to use certain prices. Like every McDonald's had to have the exact same prices. Maybe that's changed. All right. Jay Shaps wants to know, Lap, tell us about PAX Only Team. Well, before I do that, there it is. Fill out the form there. We're going to rip some packs in a few minutes. In the year 2046, so we are in the year 2046 already. We have 140 not theme teams. Wrong streamer. We have 140 PAX Only teams. 16 in rookie, 41 in stone, 28 in iron, 15 in bronze, 21 silver, 16 gold, and 3 in diamond. Yes, and I want to thank all of you guys for being part of this. If you're on the PAX Only squad, and if you want to be, we had 3 new entries last week. 3 new teams jumped in. Please do not join if you've opened or if you've bought anything off the card shop with that team. You cannot join. If you spent money, you cannot join. You have to be a free-to-play player now, and you're not allowed to buy any cards off the card shop. You are allowed to use cards that you win in tournaments, and you're allowed to use your perfect points to enter pop-up tournaments. Other than that, no spending your perfect points on the card shop at all. You can buy packs with your perfect points. You can finish missions. You just can't buy the cards to finish the missions. And as Mr. Audit posted on the Discord on the weekend, man, oh man, oh man, I'm kind of enjoying this PAX Only, but I need this one card to finish my Philadelphia Phillies. I think that was him. And then I think he eventually finished it that day. Yeah, it's kind of fun though, because you're at the whim of the packs. You need this one card. You could get it on the card shop for 20 perfect points, but you can't. You're not allowed to. You have to wait until it comes up in one of your packs to finish that mission. So it took me until like early July until I finally finished the King Kelly and the Corey Kluber missions. Took a while to finish that. Smiley Face Jane still needs one filly. So you don't even have Chase Utley, Smiley Face. Who is it? Who is that filly that you need? You know offhand, because we're going to send you energy. We're going to send you good vibes for that one player. Yeah, Philly seems to be a struggle for a lot of people. I've seen that team a lot. So here are your promotions this week. Yeah, teams that are moving up to one of the highest levels, silver, gold, diamond. Here are your boiled egg 1974 movers and shakers. Boiled egg movers and shakers. All right, moving up to the silver level. We had Chris F. going from bronze to silver. Mr. Audits, pack only team. Watch out for him. You should see some of the cards he's pulled lately. Mr. Audit, packs only, going to silver. Manager only packs 27 are moving up to silver. Ultimate Carlos, number 1, gets to move up to silver. And I think it's a GT Sundown Alt, if I remember correctly. Yellow Jacket gets to go up to silver as well. So well done, teams. Good stuff. However, that's not the ultimate goal. You don't want to stay in silver. You want to keep moving up. So moving up to the gold level this week in 2046, give it up for Sean and 4. Also, congrats to Johnny PCK and his Hillbillies moving up to gold. Macabre gets back up into gold after going down to silver a few weeks ago. Congrats to Macabre, and the Schmarons moves up to gold. So 4 teams get to go up to that gold level. They will join me and iDub and some other great managers up there. And finally, Boiled Egg is pointing to the blank space reserved for our Diamond League Hope. One of them. Diamond League Hope, Jay Shaps, number 1. One of the 3 teams that will be up in Diamond this week, moving up from gold. The other 2 teams going up, or the other 2 teams staying in Diamond, were Phoenix 6767 with the Winnipeg Whips. They managed to hang on and stay in Diamond. And B. Phil B with his Lyman Greyhounds, they get to stay in Diamond. So those of you that have been in Diamond know it's very, very tough to stay there. So the fact that we had 2 packs only teams stay in Diamond in consecutive weeks, quite the accomplishment. So congratulations in gold this week. I hope we got most of the teams in the same league. We got Jenks there, we got Damp there, Brydav, Rybread, Tactile, New Zealand Breaks, and many others, including these 4 that have joined us. And this was an off week for championships. 2 weeks ago, we had 6 champions. Last week, we had 4 packs only champions. This week, we only have 1. So you get double the applause, Johnny. Johnny, who made it to the championship here after beating Sean in the semifinals. And then Makadkar would have to go 7 games against the top dogs, squeaking into the finals, and then that would go 7 games. We had Johnny, Makadkar, 2 packs only team in the silver championship, and Johnny would take it in game 7. George Sisler was his World Series MVP and 99 rated diamond card, good card, and that makes it number 3. his third championship as a PAX only team. So yes, you can have success as PAX only. We try and get everyone in the same leagues, and pretty successful. I think even in silver, every silver PAX only team got in the same league except for one. So outstanding work. Thanks for doing the friend lists and getting things organized on your Sunday night, because you have only a very short window to get that done. So PAX only champion Johnny P just won this week. And I think that was it. Yeah, I think we're ready to rip some packs. So I'm going to go and close off the Google form. Give you a few seconds if you're filling it out. If you are filling it out in chat, just say, still working on it, Lap. Otherwise, we'll go close that off. 50 standard packs, 5 regular silver packs, and 5 historical gold packs will be ripped today. All right, make sure we don't have any ad break kicking in. No, we're good on the ads for 20 minutes. Excellent. TX, yeah, thanks. I've kind of always wanted to do packs only anyway, and I thought this year was a good year to try and get something organized. And I have to admit, for the most part, the managers are pretty good, although I am starting to remove managers because I haven't heard from them. And we're seeing friend lists being wrong now because they're not in stone. And because I didn't hear from them, I just keep them in stone. If I don't hear from you, I kind of keep you in the same league that you were the previous week. So either let me know that you're not PAX only anymore, or please, if you're in a one-person league where you're the only PAX only team, please let me know every Sunday. Lap, I'm the only team in my league. I'm moving up. I'm moving down. I'm staying the same. I could take the time and go through every single team, but that would take a good couple hours, and I don't have time to micromanage at that. So I rely on you guys to kind of let me know where you deserve to be. So 29 responses. Let's go and close that off. Boom. Someone using Delgado as a catcher is beating you in the daily diamond semis. Hey, it's a Toronto Blue Jay, Delgado. All right, this is what you guys are thinking. Will I get 3 or more NEL cards from all the packs? 2/3 are saying yes. Will I get a perfect card? 1/3 says yes. Will I get 2 or more gold cards in the same pack? 70% plus are saying yes. Will I get a combinator? You guys are thinking I will get at least 1 combinator. First diamond card, will it be a pitcher or a hitter? A few more people are selecting hitter. And the first J or Expo, will it be a J, Expo, or both? And remember, this is historical cards. So let me write these down because I don't want to forget this week. Every week I forget. And I say, remind me not to miss the first few packs. Okay, so question 1, NEL cards. Number 2, will I get a perfect? Will I get a combinator? Will I get 2 or more gold? The first diamond, will it be a hitter or pitcher? Blue Jay or Expo historical? And then tiebreaker 1 and tiebreaker 2. Okay. Very first card we see, you guys are thinking anywhere from a 44 up to a silver 74. And the very last one, 44. Someone thinks they're going to get a perfect. Remember, those are the gold historical packs. Hey, I will take that. Means it's a historical perfect if you predicted that. Okay. Let's get back into the game. Just give me 1 second here. All right, the other shout out I wanted to give a big shout out to Chess Safari, who I don't know if he's still in the chat, but Chess Safari again in my Discord has done 10 min work. Let me just type this out properly here. I can't talk and type. You know the feeling. He has done such an awesome job on building his ELO chess-based model, on giving us some of the better cards that this model says that you should use. Minerva's had a lot of success with his gold team. I think iDub is going to try it out. A few other people are trying out building an iron roster or a bronze roster. I think Phil B said he's going to try using this to pick certain cards. So if you go over to my Discord, there's an ELO section, and he's given you all the information you need. He updates it all the time. Here you see the diamond hitters updated. So I guess he's saying like Max Carey, Chipper Jones Diamond, Chase Utley, Duke Schneider. Now, of course, a lot of these cards haven't been around a long time, so their data, their information may not be as accurate. They have a smaller sample size, but it gives you an idea of maybe some of the cards you might want to look for your league or tournament play. So head over to my Discord. I do have to verify you, so you won't have access, I don't think, to this thread right away. Once I verify you, you'll be able to access all the threads on the Discord and check it out for yourself. So again, a big shout out, big thank you to Chess Safari. He was on my stream last year and talked about it. This year, he's made it public, at least in terms of the information available. And D-Block is also using it quite a bit on his Wednesday streams. He dives into it a lot deeper. So if you check out D-Block Wednesday, he will go through it in a lot more detail. So for those of you that are using it, like I said, Minerva, he had a post here. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. So I posted end of the week update. I've won 5 quicks with the new gold roster, play second in the gold only. 6 quick wins now. I'd say that's pretty good. Back-to-back wins. So yeah, by using the ELO Chess Safari model, he's had some success in the gold quicks and even in the gold only. So again, if you're looking for a little bit of help and want to try out different things, head over to the Discord and you can get all the information there. Kits, I have to verify you. So that's a manual process. I will do that after the stream. So in about a half-hour time, you should have access to all the threads there. I don't like to keep too many windows open. I already have a lot of things going on. So I don't have my Discord open when I'm streaming. So if you ever try and get a hold of me on Discord when I'm streaming, unless you say so in chat, I will never look. Okay, let's start ripping here. So we got 69 regular. We're opening until we have 19 left. Synchronicity, go figure. 69 week, I've got 69 regular packs. We're also opening 5 regular silver, of which we have 80. So we're going to get down to 75. And then we're opening 5 gold historical, of which we have 13. All right, let me just double check the stats that I gave you guys here, because I want to make sure I'm opening the right pack. 50 standard, 5 regular silver, and 5 historical gold. Okay. Form is closed off. Let me just create my spreadsheet here so that's ready to go. All right, let's do this. Let's hope for that Good combinator, perfect. Again, I tend to not open good cards on stream. I did open the 101 Andrew Miller on my main squad on the weekend. So that was nice for the Gladiators. Got a 101 Andrew Miller. But I did see in the packs only fire pole section, someone opened up, I forget who it was, like back-to-back packs almost. They got the new Verlander, and they had another new pitcher that came out. Who was it? Okay, now you're going to make me go check on Discord again. WX Scott. WX Scott opened up the 101 Justin Verlander, and he opened up the 100 Stan Musial. So a pitcher and a good quality hitter, like on the weekend. So love to see those packs only fire poles. All right, let me get back over here. Good. Don't want to have too many windows open at once. That's good. Okay. All right, we're ready to go. 50 standard packs. We're going to rip through these fairly quickly here. I want to get to Dr. D by quarter past the hour. So Dr. D should be there at 15 past the hour. And our first tiebreaker is Roy Halladay. So he answers 2 questions. It is a historical Blue Jay, exact same one we had last week, except that was on pack 3. This is on pack 1. So it's a historical Blue Jay for question 6, and it's a 41 for the tiebreaker. Okay, so all the other ones should be pretty easy to spot now. NEL cards, perfect combi, 2 gold or more, and our diamond. Okay, yeah. Got the tough one out of the way. Again, live cards, some of them are still worth a little bit of value. Usually after the live updates is when the new live cards come out. Because yes, new live cards come out every month. And those ones usually are part of missions, so they hold some value for a couple weeks. Even the irons can get you a couple 100 points. And if you're new, one of the memes of OOTP is to find a golf pack. A golf pack is where you have a 60 bronze. All your other cards are irons in the low 40s. And the best golf pack has been a 60, 41, 41, 41, and 2 40s. So kind of 3 over par. The best golf pack would be 60, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, either live or historical. If you could get that, you would be a legend in the community. If you posted that, you would be known for years. I think the best so far is a 97, which means 3 over par. So yeah, always take a look at your crappy packs because you just never know. Nothing there. Hey, Marbeek 77 from good old Europe. Evening over there. You're probably running close to 11 p.m. over in the Spain, Portugal area. Some of the silvers are worth close to 1,000 as well, if you can get some of those good historical silvers. And not starting off too well. Not a single gold card so far. All bronze, all iron, a few silver. Oh, here's our first diamond. Okay, this is going to be question number 5. Will it be a pitcher or a hitter? I still want that Randy Johnson, A-dub. Randy. His value is pretty high. Is there talk about him eventually getting up to perfect? Or is it just because he's part of lots of missions? That's pretty high for a live diamond. Yeah, Randy has undergone a transformation recently. One of these days, I'm going to say his name and it's going to be there. Oh, we got another diamond. Just want to clarify that live diamond was a hitter, correct? I forgot to even look at the position. I'm not a big Chicago Cubs follower. Okay, it was a hitter. Okay, diamond hitter. And a question number 4 is answered. We did get a pack with at least 2 gold or higher cards. So we've got our diamond and a gold card pack here. It is Al Cowan's. Hey, chat, say it with me. Randy. Randy. I can't do this alone. Come on. Help a Canadian out. Where's my Randy Johnsons in the chat? Someone give me a Johnson. All right, Castanar. J. Kirk. Okay, thank you. Let's see if we put that into the universe. Randy. Well, at least it's a non-duplicate. Can't. Yes. Not in an evil way, though. In a very positive way. Oh, we got a third diamond. Okay. Carlos Randy Correa Johnson. Okay. I'm not flipping till I see 3 of your Johnsons. Come on. Show me 3 of your Johnsons. Show me the big unit. One, two. Come on. I want to see the big unit. A-dub. Okay, there we go. Again, not a duplicate. So first time I pulled this card on the packs only team. Got 3 little units there. No big unit. But 3 diamonds. That's pretty good. Okay, come on. Hey, that's true. Take off the C, and we got an RJ. We're getting closer, Castanar. D-Block is renaming the kids already. Come on, the birth certificates have already been printed. Okay, this one's worth a lot. Charlie Berry. Let's put him on the shop. I don't mind selling the duplicates for the 900 range. At least give me a golf pack. I want to go down in history. What do we have left? I'm opening till I have 19 standard left. 19 standard. Got 48. Oh, yeah, we got a ways to go. 3 diamonds so far. 1 gold, I think. Most have been live. I think our gold was historical. And then 3 live diamond. 2 of which I have not owned yet. Which will be good because on the Discord, Hussmucker points out some live advice. And his last piece of live advice was that he only thinks maybe one of the current perfect cards are going to move down, which means that we might see 2 or 3 or 4 move up. There's a lot of diamond potential in moving up, which of course is a huge win. If you have 3 or 4 of those diamond cards that might go up to perfect, that's 80,000 perfect points. We got a Woody. Small Woody, 20-point Woody. Okay, come on. Come on. Another gold card and another historical. So 3 live diamonds and 3 historical gold so far. All right, we're going to put you on. It's 1969 week. So we're going to put you on for 1969. Yep. I got the lesser version of the big unit. I got the little Woody. I didn't get the big unit. I got the little Woody. I'm just glad that boiled egg is not in chat. Gold number 4 and historical number 4. Not worth selling. This too for you new players out there. If you're pulling duplicates of your gold, take a look to see if it's used in a mission. If it's not used in a mission, don't quick sell it because you never know. Like if there's let's just say there's a huge, I don't know, Ken Griffey Jr. Mariners card. That's a mission card and you need Mariner cards to complete it. This card's going to skyrocket. It's going to be worth like 2,000, 3,000 perfect points if that mission requires this card. So hang on to your duplicate golds, silvers that are not in missions because typically every card ends up in a mission at some point. Not always, but typically, especially, before the 8-month part of the cycle. So I'm going to keep that one. Yeah, we're keeping things simple, Ezra. Just single ones today. Oh, a nubber. See, I'm talking about Ezra, and I said nubber. A nubber pack with 2 golds or better. Okay, we've got 4 historical golds. Could this be 5 in a row? It is not. We have 3 diamonds lives in a row. Could this be 4 in a row? It is, of course. Now this one, I'm quick selling. He's not going up to perfect. Sorry. And I don't want to keep him if he goes down to gold because I've lost some points. We're trickling along, a little trickle. Can trickle. 4 diamonds and 5 gold so far. I'd say that's pretty good. Some people open 100 packs and only get 1 diamond. So I'd say we're above average. We got 12 more regular packs to open. Gold number 7, Jesus. And he's going for quite a bit. Marlin fans, is he going up to diamond? Oh, he's part of a couple missions. The June bounce back. Okay, I'm going to sell him. No Marlin can go to a diamond, right? 1969. We're keeping with the theme this week. 1969. Five diamonds, 7 gold, 8 gold now. And you know what? We haven't hit 1 NEL card, have we? I don't think we have. I haven't been really closely watching, but those usually stand out. Yeah, I saw Ezra's stream, part of it the other night, where he had Dick on against Dick in his matchup. That was usually Ezra is above that kind of commentary. I was disappointed in Ezra. Usually he doesn't stoop that low. Who am I kidding? Who doesn't stoop that low? I had Blantner. Okay, thank you, Makadkar. Thank you. I'm glad one of you is watching. And Kitty Poo Poo, thanks for verifying. So we have 1 so far. Now watch, we're going to get like 3 in a row. We've got 7 more packs, regular packs. 1, 2, 3, Got a lot of the OOTP25. 4. Oh, first time I've owned the new Jose Ramirez. Love seeing that blue thing on a packs only where you see the blue new. Not only have you not opened it yet, but it's one of the newer released cards usually too. Okay, we got 2 more. Last regular pack. Okay, so an update. We pulled 1 NEL card. We do not have a perfect. We do not have a combinator. We did get a pack with 2 or more gold. Our first diamond was a hitter. And our first historical Canadian-based team player was a Blue Jay. The first tiebreaker was a 41, and we have 10 packs to go. 5 silver and 5 historical gold. Let's go with the silver. 1. 2. Last time I think we got a perfect on like the second last pack, I think. Came right down to the wire. 3. Gold card. There's an NEL card, so that's NEL number 2. And we got 5 historical packs to open, so I think the odds are pretty good that we get at least 3. This one, holy smoke, Sammy Harrison Silver. Oh yeah, I'm putting you on the shop. In keeping with theme week 3369. Theme and synchronicity all in one price. I think we have 1 more silver. Yes, 1 more silver pack. No NEL card, no combinator, no perfect card. So that leaves 5 historical gold. Where again, we could see a combinator, perfect, or NEL. I think we're going to hit the NEL on the first or second pack. I feel it coming here. It is coming. It is coming now. NEL on this pack or the next one. Not on this pack yet. Phil Hughes. Hey, Phil Hughes, an oldie but a goodie. Okay, 6169. Theme week. Folks, I'm just trying to help out with theme week here. Nick Johnson, none on the card shop right now, so let's go 469. Pack number 2, NEL. I called it. Nope, not yet. Let's see. We did get a gold. Birdie. George. All right, let's go to pack 3. Combinator, come on. No NEL card. And Brad Radke. All right, we're hitting some good, valuable golds here. 2969. We down to 2 more gold packs. I've not even hit a diamond yet. No NEL on this one yet. So with 7 cards to come here, let's see what's behind this gold. Oh, another baseball reference. This should have been the week for baseball reference. I don't own him yet, so I'm not going to sell him. All right, question number 1 comes down to this very last pack. No NEL yet in the historical packs. We got 1 card. Let's flip it. And the answer to question number 1 is no. We will not hit 3 NEL cards. Well, I did not get a perfect. This one will not count, but I am going to treat you guys to 1 perfect pack here. I want a perfect card on stream. I don't care if it's live, but I want a perfect card to be shown on stream. Let's see it. Again, does not count for the contest. As Cavacom says, call your flop. As D-Block says, call your thingy. What do you guys think? Let's see who is psychic today. Who is behind the perfect card? I'm going to go with Todd Helton. Oh, Bobby Witt Jr. would be synchronicity. As Cub fan Steve said earlier, you got a Bobby Witt Jr.? And I said, no. Wouldn't that be something if this was Bobby Witt Jr.? All right, who are you guys guessing? 1 guess each. If you're right, you get 5 packs. I'm just going to give you 5 packs for the first person. First person to correctly identify who's behind this perfect card. 5 packs. First person, Luke Appling, Max Fried, Bobby Witt Jr., Kyle Tucker, Joe Mauer, Gunnar Henderson, Hannes. Ooh, Hannes. You're my new best friend, Road Soda. Strider, Betts, Live, Beltran, Classe, Trout, Fried. Again, you got to be the first person. So if someone mentions the same name twice, it goes to the first person. Okay, let's flip it. I better put a message saying end so that you guys can't say, but Lap, I typed it in before you flipped it. No, you did not, because I've got end there. Nice try. That's one of those cards that I don't know how to feel about. But I guess he's selling for quite a bit. Diamond plus infield. And he's got more value than I thought. So I'm going to take that as a win. I could probably get my my perfect points back. I could probably break even on that or very close to it. Did I finish? Oh, I finished some missions. Archer. Yes. NL Central batteries. Yes. As a packs only, this is glorious, right? Packs only, this is like, oh, you're drooling. Oh, I completed Cade Horton. Lovely. Archer. I don't know if any of you guys, these play in league play. Jake Lamb. All those baseball reference were the bomb today. Who else? Bush. They just keep popping up here. And 54, Jake Lamb. Wow, that was kind of cool. Okay, got my PT live there. Good. That is now done for today. And a quick look at packs only here. This is the gold leagues. Over in the AC, we've got the Iguanas and the Hillbillies competing in the East. After winning silver, the Dry Creek Hillbillies are 1-8. Johnny P, wake up, sir. Wake up. 1-8. Over in the Central, we got the Salisbury Parasquirrels up with the Wichita Nass Bay Shockers. Nass, 0-10. Wake up. Wake up. 0-10. In the West Division, we got Tactile, we got Sean, and we got A-Dub. Oh, and Central Kentucky Pirates, folks, you're not going to get a much tougher division than this with these four managers. A-Dub coming down from Diamond, Archer, who's been in Diamond, Central Kentucky, and Sean has been in Diamond. Holy, they just said, let's throw you all in one division. I feel sorry for Mr. Buff and Blue. Ezra, have you ever been buff and blue? I feel sorry for this manager. Ooh. In the NC West, we got the Careless Whispers, our pack-only manager from New Zealand. They are on top of their division at 8-2, way to represent. In the Central, Makadkar moving up from silver, 5-5, and the Kingston Clubbers, 7-3, and Ravencrest, 6-5. And finally, in the NC West, Hickory Crawdads, Rybread, 2-8. Another team that's really, really good. They've been up to Diamond. They've fallen asleep here. And the Jim Unknown Blue Jays off to a 6-4 start. Hey, all right. So Careless Whispers and the North Forest Moose are the best in the NC right now. And at 9-3, 8-2, we got the Kitties at 8-2, the Otters at 8-2, and Archer at 9-3. So a long way to go there. Again, we are in 60s week. You may want to consider your pitching, your pitch counts on your pitchers a little bit. I have to adjust mine because it is 1969 environment. And I'm running Wilbur Wood, Shane Bieber, John Smoltz, Jose Rijo, and Dizzy Trout as my starting five. All players I've got in packs or I've won in packs. None of these players have been bought on the card shop. Again, as I show week in and week out, I go to my filter, go down to card shop, and everything here you see is a sell order, not a buy order. When you buy cards, it says buy order. All of these are selling. So again, just my transparency there. Everything is good as we try to hold on here. Made the playoffs, made the division series last week, trying to hold on this week. All right, let's go to our Google form. Let's find out who won the packs today. So far, we have two winners. We have our early bird winner, Castanar, and our bounty winner, TB84. Let's find out who wins the 10 packs, the big prize. First question. Will I get 3 or more NEL? I fell 1 card short. It's going to eliminate a lot of teams. Next up, will I get a perfect card? I did not. Most of you said no. We're down to the Zen Camper, GT Sundown, Fussmucker, the Flying Attack Squirrels, Cubs fan Steve, and Argyle Janner still remain. Question number 3. 2 or more gold cards in a standard pack. I did. I got it twice. Fussmucker, Cubs fan Steve, and Argyle Janner. The last 3 remaining. Question 4. Will I get a combinator? No, I did not. All said yes, so all stay in it. First diamond card will be a pitcher or a hitter. It was a Chicago Cub hitter. And there we go. Just like that. Get ready to put rigged. Cubs fan Steve, my longest subscriber on the channel, is the winner. I think it's been a while, Cubs fan Steve, since you've won a contest. Good to see it. Let's put that name in yellow. Double check. No NELs, no perfect. Yes on the golds. Combinator everyone got wrong. And the first diamond was a hitter. You would have got the next one right as well with the Toronto Blue Jay. So Cub fan Steve, I will get those packs sent off to your username here, Cubs fan 23. Congratulations. Good to see. All right, tomorrow, guys, I am back with the Matrix. Again, we got two Hall of Famers, Ron Santos. Speaking of Cub fan Steve, synchronicity. Not only does he win today, but tomorrow he gets to see Ron Santo and Fergie Jenkins as part of the 2024 Cubs. Plus, we're going to throw on Tom Seaver and probably Paul Hines, the All right, I think that is it for me. Let me double check. Yep, nothing else to go through. Again, join the Discord, join packs only, check out Chess Safari's ELO system, and hope to see you back tomorrow. Don't forget, Spore is on tomorrow afternoon, so I will be on in the morning. I'll raid into Spore after that. I'm going to send you over to the good Doc. Thanks for your support. Thanks for re-upping the subs. Thank you, Flying WV Pack, 4 minutes ago, subscribing. First month on the channel, you get a little bit of hound love.
Crying all the time. You ain't nothing but
Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, give what you can, take what you need. It's a great day for baseball. Stay tuned. Heading over to you know who. We're here for a good time, not a long time, so have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. We'll see you next episode.
Every now and then it's gotta rain. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. We're here for a good time, not a long time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day. So have a good time. The sun can't